city of trade and luxury, or crime and misery for anyone not a part of the upper class. One of the largest cities in the dynasty. You want to go to Danrek? It takes a certain breed of person to make it there. You have to be confident in who you are, even if you're faltering under the surface. You're forced to be creative and think on your feet, even if you'd rather not. It takes a certain strength to survive there. Physical, mental, health, even spiritual. You have to be quick, fluid, and in the moment. Can't dwell on what's behind you. You need to feel the heartbeat of this city, always looking over your shoulder, and only be seen when you want to be seen. Danrek isn't for the weak-hearted. Hells, nothing in this God's forsaken world is. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Hey everybody, welcome to CharmedPersons. Thank you for joining us this session of Campaign 3. This coming Thursday at 7 p.m. Central, we have Monster Hearts freshman year. We're getting close to the end, but we're bringing back a familiar face from the beginning. Emily's going to be joining us as Ronnie this week, so please come join us, watch us, have fun, and then meet us back. Not here in a week, because we won't be here, but in a week and a day, on April 1st, will be the next session of Campaign 3 we'll find a time and tell you. So follow us at CharmedPersons and let us know. No, this is not an April Fool's joke. We are doing the next session, Session 6, on April 1st. Like I said, follow us at CharmedPersons on Instagram and all other social media to stay up to date and, catch any late announcements. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into a recap of last week's session. So, last week our party came face to face with Vox, the large, intimidating bodyguard of Aeliana Sealdor. Although our party took quite a beating, clever spellcasting from Aeliana and innate abilities within Rowina gave the party just enough to make it out of the situation. Vox's last words informing Aeliana that this was a lesson. The party made their way to the House of Balance outpost, where they healed up and rest for the night. The next day was the address, I should say, from Baron Lucard to the citizens of Danrek. It was here that our party set eyes on the Baron and the other council members, some for the first time. It was also here that Baron Lucard utilized the power of the Emergency Appointment Act and named Vincent Sealdor the newest council member of Danrek. Vincent gave his speech lauding his love for Danrek and its safety. He also introduced a special sect within the Gold Hoods known as the Bronze, which he promised would rid Danrek of those that meant it harm, including the Ravens, which were blamed for Councilman Hidara's death during the Baron's speech. The congregation was dismissed, and the murmuring began. After our party discussed the events, they decided to head to the Ravens to speak with Rowina and think of their next steps. When there, Rowina was also reeling from the public presentation, and our party spent the evening discussing what to do. Rowina running for the open council position was discussed. It was discovered that Boldrir, Copperbolt and Helena Sealdor apparently had a past relationship, and this was also discussed. It was also here that Nessa Granger informed the party about another kill from the Black Hat, the one in a very public place. The victim was described as a mother who was slightly aggressive towards her daughter earlier in the day at the Baron's address. Danny and Emory also shared a tense moment, but perhaps gained some respect for each other, which led to Emory informing TK of his mother's death. TK was saddened, but surprisingly, not too taken aback by it. We ended the session with a touching moment of Emory jokingly telling TK that Danny was scared, and TK telling Danny to stay tough. And that is where we left off. And now we pick back up after the events of the evening. You all eventually found yourselves asleep, having discussed the many options of what you are going to do moving forward, not only with the seal doors, but with the Black Hat, and how you wanted to take your next steps and tackle these two main issues in front of you. You found yourselves asleep, maybe a bit restless for some of you, but you do eventually gain the benefits of a long rest. You wake up on the 7th day of Garnian, in the year 1611 of the Dawn Age. You're underground, so the only way you know it is morning is that time has passed and you hear the sizzling of bacon and the bubbling of coffee from the kitchen as Alistair Talon is currently making breakfast for everyone as normal. The day has begun. You all wake up, pretty much all of you, incredibly sore, in a lot of pain. Emory, as you stand up, your back kind of stops for a second, almost giving out. You kind of have to stretch through it. Danny's, you kind of yawn and your jaw clicks as it widens. And Oliver, your head is just kind of like, you wake up with that headache in the back of your head kind of immediately, just like having to slowly get up. It was a rough day for all of you yesterday, and you're all pretty sore, but you're okay. You're healing, and each day will get easier than this one. As you wake up, Emory, when you eventually find your way walking out of the room, Nessa kind of is walking down the hallway and bumps into you. Go ahead and roll a perception or insight. I'll allow you to decide. Perception or insight check.
6.
6? Okay.
I'm CP.
Yeah, she just kind of runs into you physically. And she says, Oh, hey, all right, well, watch where you're going.
Watch where you're going.
Hey, listen, all right, I know that you and I have our issues, but you're a raven, I'm a raven. Seems like we're being blamed for everything that happened at the Velvet Pillar that night. And I'm not mad or anything. That's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say is, be careful out there, alright? Because you get hurt and I'm going to have to deal with it, and I don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Be careful too. Bye.
You just turn and immediately walk. You walk back into your room, not like meaning to, and you just shut the door.
Yeah, I shut the door, but I stand by the door with my hand on the knob, like 1, 2,
yeah,
3, 4. I like grab a book to look like I
forgot something.
Okay.
Then you go out there. Yeah, for sure. Rowina, I'm assuming, but you can correct me if I'm wrong, that you are up helping Alistair with the breakfast once you've woken up.
Yep, making some of my signature tea, helping with some breakfast.
As you are doing that, Alistair kind of looks over at you. You feel all right this morning?
Yeah, I suppose so. Are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I didn't get my ass kicked yesterday.
Yeah, no, yeah, I'm a little sore. I've gotten my ass handed to me a few days in a row now, but I'm all right.
Right.
Thank you for asking.
Well, I know you're not necessarily officially a raven, but you're working with us, and I kind of like looks around. I care about the lad. Emory.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I'm starting to care for him too. He seems like a good kid.
Well, just make sure to watch out for him, because they, I don't know, they're good. And so, just listen to what they have to say, and you'll be alright. They've been out on the streets for a long time.
All right, it seems like he knows the town better than any of us, really, so we should be leaning on him.
Yeah, they do. Alright, so I'd like to remain in silence the rest of the time.
Oh, perfectly fine with me.
Wonderful. He gets back to cooking. Oliver, what are you doing this morning?
Get up early, do some yoga, meditate, try to get rid of this headache.
Okay, yeah, for sure. Aeliana?
I think, let's say that she's trying to finish the book so that she can stop reading it.
Okay.
And get a different one.
She doesn't want to just put down the book and
She's
stop. She started it.
I have a feeling that she's the kind of reader that will not DNF. Like, she will not accept that she could just stop.
Yeah.
Like, she has to know how it ends, even if it's terrible or uncomfortable.
Do you think that you're doing that in your room, or do you think you're doing it like?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not doing that in public.
Okay, cool. So you're currently in your room, just reading your book.
Yes.
And then Danny, what are you doing this morning?
Yeah, also just pretty much doing a easy warm up from like my dance training. So I'm doing like my foot pointing, like stretching and all that. Yeah. Like the black swan when she like wakes up and she like is flexing her foot, letting all the stuff crack.
Yeah, for sure. Breakfast is served. Oliver and Danny, after your warm up, you come in and find the meal ready. That's probably when Emory's waking up. And so that's when Emory has that moment with Nessa and then comes on in. And then we'll say that this book, it would definitely not be very long. It would not be a super long book.
Incredible.
So you're able to finish that up and come out and have breakfast with everybody else. So you are gathered in the main chamber having breakfast. TK is there as well. Rowina is having, it's kind of like she's having breakfast, but she's sitting at the bar. And then Alistair has gone back to his room just to kind of set up the moment for you.
How's the horn, Rowina?
I don't know. Is it the same?
Yeah, the horn is the same.
Seems about the same. Don't think it's gonna heal on its own, really. So it's all right. It's battle scar.
Yeah.
How is everybody feeling this morning?
Physically or what?
Tired.
All of it.
Pretty shitty. Like, I don't know, is this what getting older feels like? And I don't look at anyone in particular.
Yeah. I mean, for some of us, for sure.
Yeah, I have this weird thing with my wrist. Comes and goes, but
one of those things that you get hurt and you're gonna be like, oh, that's with me for the rest of my life. Yeah, that happens more and more.
Yeah. Yep.
So, what are we're doing a serial killer investigation and
Yes.
reaching out to Rowina. Are you gonna contact? We talked about you
yes.
contacting Scarlet Cloak.
Rowina mentioned being able to get me in contact, so Yes, I think that that's a good idea.
Yes, that's something that I can do, if that's what you're
Oh,
interested in.
Thank you.
jeez. Didn't see that she was here.
Um, I don't know if that might take a little bit of time, so perhaps the orphanage should be first. Although I do think that it's worth thinking about who could have been involved in both crimes. I mean, I know we weren't there when TK is not at the table, right? Oh, he doesn't speak common anyway.
He is, but he doesn't speak common, yeah.
Yeah. When his mother was murdered, but we were there for the second incident, and it seems like we should be able to tie something together.
It was a really loud crowd, though, so...
Yeah,
Could have
I'm
been
more
anyone.
inclined to think that it's just the Sildors being kind of shitty people, and this thing kind of being a result of the environment that they've,
I
facilitated.
think she meant the two murders that are the same.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who
Got
could
it.
have been at both?
Emily, roll
Oh
an
no, yeah, for
investigation
sure,
check.
same person. Gotta be the same person.
Investigation?
Yeah.
I don't have my dice out, so Cody.
1 to D&D with no dice.
I know. What's my deal? Investigate. Ooh, that's actually a 19.
19. You don't remember who, but there was one other person with all of you in particular when that happened.
Oh no.
Oliver remembers.
I knew it.
No, he's cool.
I'm just answering the
He's
question.
Perhaps. Emory, what was your friend's name that was there with us? Maybe he saw something or might know something.
Oh, Henry?
Yes, I mean he
My
was
favorite candy.
there at the same time that all of that happened.
I mean, yeah, I can ask him, or we can ask him. He's just a guy, though. He's just a dude.
Where'd you know Henry from?
Yeah.
The velvet pillow. He's just like a coworker.
Insight check.
The first time you met
Sure,
him?
roll an insight check.
First time I met him?
At the Velvet Pillow, that was the first time you met him?
15. No, sorry, 12.
12. Emery's telling the truth.
Cool.
Well, maybe it's worth seeing if he knows anything else, or
He saw something maybe we didn't see? Because he went off right after they left, right?
Yes.
I'm asking everybody. Yeah, right?
yeah. I mean, honestly, at exactly the same time.
I mean, we got to start somewhere.
Right.
You don't have many leads.
Right.
What? Did you say that out loud?
That was Kelsey.
You're
Sorry.
good? Oh, okay.
Yeah, Aeliana has absolutely zero reason to be sus of him, but I am highly sus of him.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to separate.
I mean, while if we're out and about, I can try to run by. I've been staying away because I don't want to draw attention, but
Where does he
we
live?
need a-
Do you know where he lives, or would we go back to the Velvet Pillow?
No, I've only ever seen him at the Velvet Pillow.
So he's not like a friend,
No, like,
coworker.
I would say he's like a work friend.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But like if he happened to be a serial killer, you would have no problems, putting him away.
I mean, yeah, if he was a serial killer.
I just want to know if you're compromised.
Very rarely.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Oh, velvet pillow check? Does that seem like the...
Yes, let me consult our list here.
Yeah, I was just writing it down.
Okay, because
That'd
is
be
the
the-
orphanage nearby?
The orphanage
The
is
Velvet Pillow?
actually the closest. Oh, sorry. Yeah, no, it's not near the Velvet Pillow.
Closest to what, Zach?
Yeah, what's the orphanage nearby, Zach?
Emory
The-
knows.
Oh, there's a Alistair? What's up?
No,
You good, bro?
that was just a pirate.
No. I mean, y'all, I can take care of the orphanage.
feel like we should stick together.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
We all
That'd be a
need
good idea
eyes
to
on
stay
all
together.
of this.
So,
We can stick
orphanage
nearby at
first?
least. We don't have to go
No.
with you in there, but I would rather
Mm,
we look into it together. Actually, I might want to go.
Orphanage first.
No.
Why not?
I haven't been there. In a,
Okay.
In what? You haven't been
this
there
is
in-
Angie asking. Did I say anything last week about having? I just said
We
that
don't know that
I
you met
was
with
there.
Felix.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I just want to make sure. I'm playing a lot of D&D, you guys. Not to brag.
Not to brag.
But yeah, so Emory would be like, we should velvet pillow first. We should not go to the orphanage in the daylight.
Why?
I should not go into the orphanage in the daylight.
Are you? No, this may be stepping over a boundary, so please let me know if it is. Are they looking for you? Are you like due back at the orphanage, or you just don't want to go there
No,
and see people, certain people?
Do not do that one.
Okay.
Yes.
The second
don't-
one, right?
is it?
The second
Which-
one.
Yeah.
Got it.
The don't
Are we
want to
sure
go
that
there.
it's-
Don't need to go there. Don't.
Okay, that's fine.
Bad place. Bad memories.
Are we sure that it's safe to go to the Velvet Pillow? I mean, I know we need to go, but
I mean, if you guys go to the Velvet Pillow, I can.
no, we're staying together.
I don't mean
Oh.
to. I don't mean to
Together.
be, whatever about this. But wouldn't it kind of we'd kind of draw less attention to ourselves by going to an orphanage in the day as a
Oh no.
well,
No,
it's
I'm
just
not
like
going.
stalking around an orphanage at night. Well, the Velvet Pillow seems more like a nighttime place, if you know what I'm saying. Daytime Velvet Pillow activities can kind of seem a little, not that people can't do that, it just gives off a different. Someone help me out here.
I see what you're saying. Yeah, it'd be more
I-
suspicious to go to a nightclub during the day.
Yeah.
What? Why don't you want to go to the orphanage during the day? I understand you don't want to see people, but how will nighttime help that?
I know for a fact that I can go there at night and not be seen or
Oh,
interrupted.
well, that's something.
Well, what if you don't go in during the
Yeah.
day? Some of us do to try to
Yes.
just so we
Yes,
can
that.
understand the vibe of the orphanage. To
You go.
maybe we're for
Right, you
Don't-
can be.
child.
Yeah,
You can be our watch person.
I'll do that.
if you're comfortable with that.
Yes, absolutely. I'll hang back. Yes, that's
What
great
exactly
news.
are we just trying to get information from the orphanage, like a list of?
Well, so that's why I thought I could go at night because, and you guys can't tell anyone this. Don't even tell. Is Reyna still in here?
Yeah, I mean, I said that she's at the bar
Yeah.
having
Damn.
breakfast.
I start to say that, and then I look. That's fine. That's a great plan.
Why don't we just get on our way and then
Yeah.
get some
Yes.
fresh air, get a good walk in, any chatting that needs to happen outdoors. There's plenty of topics to be talked about, mostly outdoors.
Yes.
Julie gives you a very knowing look, like, yep, we'll talk about it outside.
All right,
Alright.
awesome.
We gotta go back over that bridge thing.
No, you're at the Ravens.
No.
We're
You
at
just,
the Ravens.
you
House.
just
Never
go
mind.
up the silo.
I got hit on the head yesterday. I don't know where.
But we will have to
Alright,
get back through the gate.
Well, we can take a sewer and pop up.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
where are
yes,
you going
yes.
first?
To the orphanage.
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 So you don't have to go
orphanage.
through the gate or the sewer.
Hell yes.
Oh, all right.
The orphanage
Just
is
Just connected
outside.
to the orphanage.
The orphanage is outside of the city proper. It's the closest.
Oh,
It's
okay.
actually not too far from the Ravens HQ.
So the
Amazing.
rat's nest, Raven's nest, is outside of the city.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
There's an abandoned silo that you go into and go down to get to the Ravens HQ.
Gotcha. Got it.
So
Okay.
you all make your way up the silo and outside. It is a cool morning, probably down here in Danrek this time of year. We're talking probably in the 50s, lower 60s this morning.
Beautiful. Best weather.
Yeah, nice
That's so
day.
good.
Perfect.
A nice
Perfect.
day.
Overcast?
Slightly overcast, as always. It's a bit London-y that way. But you eventually make your way across the exterior of the city of Danrek, it's here. It's a nice. Can I don't really have a. What's this? Yeah, sure. You make your way across some farmland. These are nowhere near as nice or as intricate as the Rheingold farms within the city. These are definitely like food for the masses and for livestock. And you make your way down beaten road, and eventually you come across a farm. It is a quaint farm, really. A single field of crops, and a single barn attached to the main house. The main house is actually quite large. It is probably, I would say, 3 stories. Definitely it's been around for a hot minute. It's older for sure in its structure, but it is a quaint home. At the front is a fence with a gate that is currently open with an archway over the gate. The archway simply says the Beard Family Farm. You do what do you do?
What I think, like, on the walk there, I would have looked to Emory as like okay, we're out of earshot now. What were you going to say?
So I've never been here in the day since I left,
Yes.
but I do check in every now and then. Typically late when I know I won't be seen. And I have someone who gives me updates. So if whatever is we're looking for, we don't get the answers to, or is fruitless, I mean, the people that you're gonna talk to are not gonna give you the true answers, and they don't know. But, yeah, so I just have other means to get what we might need if we don't come out successful.
I mean, if you know someone that you trust, if we go in there and we find that person, could we just tell them that, we're friends of yours and they can tell us what they know? And then if they're like, oh, I don't know about that, we could be like, look out the window, and then you're there at a distance, like, hey, it's me.
I don't know if I'll let you talk to this person.
Okay.
It's a child.
What's been going on what's the current skinny in the orphanage? Anything that might be relevant?
Violet?
Like TK and Violet?
Yeah.
Oh.
Apparently, according to my source, she was here before she went to Larger Than Life and got essentially kicked out or like left, and it was kind of a big thing. And my contact asked me to check in, see if I could find her. Boom, there she is on our doorstep. I haven't even told him the contact. So that's the kind of stuff.
Okay.
How many people work here? Like how many is it like one person that's kind of in charge? So if like a group of us was like, entertaining them, another one of us could like sneak and rifle and steal shit?
Yeah.
Hey.
I mean, it's only 2 people, and one of them's pretty chill if he's not around.
Yeah, you would know that probably during the day, Helene is going to be inside, and Barnabas is probably working with the kids who are working outside.
Yeah.
In the fields.
We're the work. The kids are the work.
Probably the way to go. I mean, what we need is records, really, right?
Well,
I think this person who's a killer used to be here. Potentially.
like a roster of former children? Okay.
And they have to have some sort of documentation.
They must. I mean, if it's not somebody who was formerly here, then I don't see how the orphanage is connected.
Right.
It could also be connected to, especially if Violet was sent away and then was brought into this ring that the Docksmen were running. Potentially,
they could be selling
orphanage
kids.
is a direct feeder, right?
Yeah.
Which we'd want to know that too.
Yes.
Yeah,
Are
I
any
think
other...
if we don't find information about Black Hat, I think we could definitely find information about, the smuggling. So
Right.
one way or another.
It's a win.
Yes.
Theory, hey, just dumb theory guy here. Maybe Oliver and Aeliana, you two are respectfully, like in a good, like not in a bad way, but you're less likely to be like sticking someone's head in the way that like Rowina and I would be. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And Emory's already obviously can't go in. So if you two want to be the distracting point, and then Rowina and I can at least scout, I can definitely sneak and steal.
Yes.
So just to...
That might be...
Sounds
I mean,
good to me.
You would have to take the lead on that, Aeliana.
Sure. Yes.
And if you run
yes.
into any of the groups of kids, ask for Felix. And tell him Emory sent you.
So,
What does Felix look like?
He's a little boy with he's the 15-year-old with red short hair.
So should Oliver and Aeliana go in the front door, and should Danny and I try to sneak in elsewhere?
Yes.
Emory,
Is there a back door?
Emory, are you coming with us? Danny and Emory and I?
I mean, just to like scope out the parameter, like we can scope out the perimeter, the three of us, and then when Emory identifies like, here's a great place, here's a great time, go in, I can, this is me miming that I'm running, do that stuff. And
pretty good.
Emory, do you know where they might keep the records?
Probably in Helene's office on the first floor.
All right.
First floor, easy.
Yeah, it
All
will
right.
likely be the only closed door, and it's probably going to be locked.
I'm not good at lockpicking.
I'm not either, but
I'm good at sneaking. Like once the door's unlocked, then I'm good at that. But
I'm sure we can put our minds together and figure it out.
Just a door.
It's just a door.
You can do it.
Always
So-
easy.
We'll let Oliver and Elena go in, give you just a moment, and then try to sneak. Well, should we come up with a signal of some sort to let Oliver and Aeliana know that we did what we need to do so that they are not stuck in there forever?
It's a good idea.
Rowina, you're super talented at magic stuff. Could you send like a
Yes,
bird
I
call,
can,
like make it sound like birds are chirping or something? Or...
Yes, if you hear very loud birds outside, that is the signal that we are done.
Okay.
Right.
Loud birds. Got it.
All right. Good luck.
Do.
Go Untitled Group Team.
We'll work on it.
All right. So
Ravens and
go
Ravens.
then.
All right. So, what are we doing?
We just told you, Zach.
Oliver and I are going to the
Yeah,
front door,
Aeliana,
and we're gonna
Oliver's-
walk in, and we're gonna
Aeliana, Oliver, start us off.
Okay, so Aeliana and Oliver
go to the front door.
go to the front door. Do you knock?
Yes.
Oh no,
Should
I'm
we
so
knock?
scared.
I don't know. I'm asking what you're doing.
I'm asking Oliver in character.
Yeah, we not. Yeah, we not.
Okay.
Didn't think one just walked right in, right?
Do you need an appointment at our orphanage? I don't know. I've never done this
Well,
before.
we're drop-ins now. We'll figure it out.
We're just in the market for a child.
Oh, that's pretty good. I will knock. I'll knock.
Okay. You knock, and
oh god, I don't want to see her.
I'm
you
here for a child.
at the front door, you see an older human woman approach and open the
Ugh.
door. She has
Barf.
gray hair tied back into a tight ponytail. She's wearing pretty simple clothes. A white blouse with kind of this like leather vest and a flowing cloth skirt that goes kind of just above her ankles. And she opens the door. Hello?
Hi. So nice to meet you.
Hi. What can I do for you?
Well, we are here for to meet or potentially. This is the orphanage, right?
Yes, this is the Beard Family Farm.
We're in the right place.
We're in the right place.
Oh, are you a couple looking for a child?
Yes.
All right, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, how about you come on in then? And she brings you inside and shuts the door. You hear some footsteps, little footsteps upstairs, running. And she kind of like looks in that direction at the stairs. And then she says, well, how about I bring you into my office? Please come in here. And she goes up to her and goes over to her office and opens the door. And you walk in, and it's pretty humble office. There's a bookshelf that's like half filled, a desk that's that has its back against a window, and two like rickety wooden chairs in front. Go ahead and roll perception checks for me.
If you insist.
I do.
That was pretty poop.
17.
13.
Okay. With a 13, you see pretty much everything I've described, Kelsey.
Yep.
With a 17, for a farmhouse, this place is very clean. It's old, and a lot of things are like, they're on their last days, maybe. Like the items itself aren't repaired very often, but everything is very clean. And up until she like shuts the door, you see at the top of the stairs just a few pairs of little eyes looking down the stairs into the office. One of which seems to be a young round-faced 15-year-old boy with short red hair that's kind of pulled back, and the door is shut. And she comes over and she sits at the desk and she says, well, my name is Helene Beard. It's a pleasure to meet you. What are your names?
Oliver.
Aeliana, I'm sorry.
Oliver, Aeliana, wonderful. Are you...
I gotta say, I've been in quite a few farmhouses, but this is by far the cleanest.
Well, thank you. We do pride ourselves on keeping a tight ship here. Well, are you newlyweds?
Yep.
Okay, fantastic. All right, well, what are you looking for in a child?
That's a
I
really
haven't really
good
thought about that.
question. Yes. Well. Creativity.
Creativity. Okay. You, sir?
Yeah, creativity. I think about
Oh,
who wouldn't want a creative child.
yeah, of course. Well, we have a few wild imaginations here. Um, well, I just need to, of course, at first get to know you two a little bit. And as this conversation continues, Danny and Rowina, what are you guys doing outside?
We're gonna follow Emory's lead to where we should sneak in, right?
Okay, so we will go back to that conversation. And,
Wait just a second. Wait just a second.
all right, so
There's
we
Emory.
cut back outside. Emory, where do you lead Rowena and Danny?
I would lead them. Okay, so is there like kid workers outside right now, and do I see Barnabas at all?
You do see Barnabas, and you do see kid workers. Yeah, he's currently overseeing them harvesting some corn, it seems.
I feel very nervous, because I've not, the Discord's popping off. I've got to be cool because I haven't been here in the daylight since I left, so I don't really know what the best way to like stealth get them into my part is. But I think I would just absent-mindedly or like just because of habit lead them to like my path.
Okay. For sure.
And if there's obstacles, then we would have to find ways around
No,
them.
actually, the way that you get up to the second floor is on the side of the house. So
Okay.
Let's have all three of you roll stealth checks.
God, I'm back on my
Thank God for this cloak that I decided to get. Because that's a nat one the first time, so.
14.
14.
5.
5.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
God.
Okay. You hear some the voice of an older male shouting towards the back, just some orders, and you hear some hustle and bustle back there, but it doesn't seem to be affected as you guys climb up a wagon and then onto kind of this like slated roof that you put yourself up on. And Emory, you head over to the window that you always knock on. Do you knock on it?
I think I would look in to see if there's any kids in there first, or if I can see any movement.
Right now, you actually don't see any kids. No.
If I can, then I wouldn't call attention. I just open the window.
Okay.
And see and usher them in.
You open the window. All of you kind of step inside quietly, and you see a room with 4 beds in really not good condition. Clean. It's a very clean room, but there's like holes in the mattresses. One of them only has just like a stack of blankets as a mattress. It's not the best. Each bed has a table next to it that you do not see a lot of personal effects. They're kind of rare if you do see them. You see little knickknacks here and there, but not many. Just there's not a lot of personality here. And you step in. You guys, at about this time you step in, you hear the closing of a door downstairs. And from this distance, you can hear some muttering just outside the door and down the hallway a little bit. The muttering of little voices.
Teeny voices. I'll like gesture Rowina and Danny in. I'm gonna let you guys go in.
All right.
You do your thing.
You said her office is on the first floor, right?
Yes.
Is it labeled?
No, it's
Oh,
probably the only closed door, though Helene doesn't like when doors are closed.
all right.
Okay. And we'll say hi to your friend Felix if we see him.
Yes.
Just so we're not two adult people sneaking through an orphanage in the middle of the day.
Yeah, just tell him
Mhm.
you know Emory.
Can do.
All right.
Tell him that Violet's okay.
Yeah, awesome.
All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
So, Emory, do you stay in this room or do you sneak back out?
I would stay in the room, but ready to leap out if
Okay.
things get nutso.
Gotcha. So the two of you head down the hallway. You pass a pair of open doors that have 3 beds in them each. No kids in either one. And then on your right, you pass kind of this open doorway that is a staircase that leads down. And down about halfway that staircase, you see 3 children. Two of which are very young, like we're talking like 4 or below. One with long blonde hair, and one with a roughly buzzed head. Maybe even roughly shaved is maybe a better descriptor. And then a much older one, 15, it looks to be about 14, 15 years old, round face, short red hair, and you see them currently looking down the stairs in a direction, but kind of rolling that stealth over. They haven't heard you up behind them at the top of the stairs yet.
Do you think we should try to get Felix's attention? Maybe he can help us sneak down the stairs.
I mean, yeah, I think it's better to get on their side now as opposed to them just kind of coming upon us later.
We don't know this child at all. Should we maybe see if Emory wants to just help us get Felix's attention quickly so we're not strangers calling a
God.
child up into...
Yeah, I know. I've just been worried about Emory's. Clearly, they're not super happy to be here, but
Yes. All right, well...
I'll just stick my
try.
head back in the room. Emory, can you just stick your head out and like flag your friend?
Just help us with step 1. We've
Just
got
one,
every
just
step
one.
from there.
And then vibe.
Is he?
Yeah, he's right.
He's right there. Can you just get him to come upstairs?
Okay.
You got this.
Yeah, I would peer over, see Felix.
Felix turns back and looks at you. Emory,
Beauty.
what are you doing? One of the kid with the long blonde hair just says, Emory! And Felix like covers his mouth, and he looks to the one with the shaved head, and the one with the shaved head just kind of seems like a little distant, like not really looking in your direction, like staring up there,
I
but
know
like
what
not
happened
really
to
seeing.
him.
Felix kind of like grabs both of their hands and like leads them up the stairs. And he goes, "What are you doing here? Who are these?" Whoa! He kind of just looks at the two of you.
Hey,
My name's Rowina.
I'm Danny.
Hi, I'm Felix.
We need your help with something.
Okay.
We need to get into the office and get some papers.
Okay.
Do you think you could help us get down there without being noticed?
Well.
We have a couple friends of ours are in there talking.
Oh yeah, they're in the office
Yeah.
with
Oh,
Miss.
they're
Swoon.
in the office right now.
Yeah.
So we can't sneak into the office.
Well, we can at least. Oh, I mean, they're. If you want to be like show off like something else, some like a part of the house, and get them collectively away from there, we
Yes,
could
is
then.
there-
Oh, I'm not allowed to.
Is there a place we could hide? Is there a place we could hide near the office so that when they come out, we could just slip in quickly.
You're kind of big.
Yes.
So
He
I
likes
don't. Well, they are. I don't think that they can both hide under the stairs.
All right, well, perhaps what we need to do is wait for... Felix or Emory, when somebody comes to adopt a child, are they usually given a tour? Are they usually walked around to see the children? Do they usually stay in the office?
They go into the office and then they leave. No one ever gets adopted.
Oh, that's sad.
Not for lack of trying.
Yeah. Sometimes we wait outside and we put on shows, but we get in real big trouble if we do that.
Yeah, that's normally
we don't
I
want
do
to get you
the.
into any trouble.
Yeah, exactly. Normally I'd do the whole cause a distraction, but I have a feeling that a distraction would probably not benefit you kids.
Yeah.
Do you think you would be able to sneak into the office at any point?
He looks at Emory.
Don't do anything that will get you in trouble.
Or hey, before that anyway, would you happen to know of other people like Emory who have kind of grown up and left here?
Yeah, I mean, lots of kids.
Any of them, weird question, I know, are any of them like really good at fighting or just super strong or something?
He looks at Emory.
Besides Emory.
No, not that I can think of. But I haven't, there's been a lot of kids that I've only been here a certain amount of time.
That's true.
And I barely knew Emory. So if they were like older than Emory or even around Emory's age, I wouldn't really remember them.
Right. Yeah, we need to get into that office.
But if they're already in the office, we can't just get into the office. They're
Well,
there.
I know, yeah.
I can sneak in. He's like looking at
Are
Rowina.
you sure?
Yeah, I can do it.
We don't need you putting yourself in danger. Seriously.
I'm gonna look at Emory. I want Emory to urinate this.
Yeah. I can't in good conscience let a 15-year-old sneak into an office that would have,
I only have one more year here, and then less than a year. I turned 16 in 5 months, and then I'm out of here.
Do you want to just be careful because you don't want those next 5 months to be bad?
I don't know how they could get much worse.
People have a way of surprising you.
How about this? If you see an opportunity to sneak in during the rest of the day today, we'll let you know what we're looking for. And then perhaps we could stop back by tonight after dark and see if you were able to get anything.
Okay, what are you looking for?
Records.
Looking for a list of children who have been here.
You see him like look at Danny when he says records, and he's like a little confused, and then you say a list of children who's been here. He's like, okay,
Yeah.
Yeah, not great education here.
Is there time that the person whose office that is, that she's not in there that often?
Most of the time, but she keeps it locked.
Is there a window outside we can get into?
Yeah, there's a window.
Unlock the window, pop it open, sneak inside, get out.
I've never seen it open, but he just keeps. Yeah, the dog. He's scary.
Yeah.
Sounds like it.
Barnabas can. Well, yeah, he growls at us when we're not doing our job. He just is kind of like staring at Rowina.
I nudge him.
What?
Stop. You're being weird.
He like leans over. She's really pretty.
Shh. You be cool, man.
Okay.
She's not gonna like you if you're staring at her all the
time. He immediately like looks off to the side.
You guys don't know how old Rowina is.
It's true. I mean, hopefully old enough that dating a 15-year-old isn't going to be.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that much information. All right. So here's what you're gonna do. Yeah. If you see a time that you can sneak in today, that you won't get yourself in trouble. I think you can do it no problem. Try, and we'll be back tonight. We'll see
Okay.
if you were able to do it. If not, then maybe we can sneak in when we get here tonight.
I think it's a good idea.
Okay,
Yes?
sure.
Again, only if you are totally certain that you're not. I mean, be as certain as possible. Do not take risks. The worst case that can happen is that you don't have a good opportunity, and then you can just tell us, and we'll do it.
Cool.
That's all right, yeah.
All right. Hey, Emory's friend up top. Nice.
All right, get back to work.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. It was a joke. it was.
You
all
see
right.
Emory like bristle as well, and then like, oh, okay.
Okay, I think we're
Just-
good. I think we can get out, right? That's what we need. That's what we needed to.
Remember, please do not take any risks. If it even seems like you're gonna get caught, just don't do it.
And don't tell anyone obviously.
Yeah, obviously.
It'll be impressive enough if you just are able to give us, tell us what happened when we get here tonight.
Okay, cool.
Plans are only cool if no one else knows about it.
Yes.
And
Just trying to
just so
get
you know, Violet's okay.
She is?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
All right.
All
Thanks,
right.
bud.
Bye, Rowina.
Oh, bye, Felix.
You head out. We cut back to the two of you in Helene's office. She's kind of like gotten very surface level information from you so far. So she says, "All right. So do you live in Danrek?"
I was just wondering when do we actually get to meet the children?
Well, I have to make sure you are responsible, kind people before I introduce you to the children.
Right, of course.
So do you live in Danrek?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
I'm a painter.
Private investigator.
Private investigator. Sounds dangerous.
No.
Not the work that I do. Have done so far.
He investigates garden thieves.
You investigate garden thieves?
No.
Yeah. Honey, do you
Sorry.
not have to be bashful about it? It's really it's good work.
What are garden thieves?
It's rampant. I mean, they just come and they steal anything from your garden, really. Just, those little, what are they called, darling?
She looks at Oliver and she says, "Well, how many garden thieves have you caught? I mean, is this a problem that we should be worried about out here?"
I have caught 0 garden thieves.
Oh,
They're very
So far.
elusive.
okay.
Yes. The little rock things, and those are, supposedly very profitable.
I see. Why are you looking for a child?
Because I want one very badly.
She looks at you, Oliver.
Just shakes his head.
I'm sure it's emotional, but I'm curious as to why are you looking for a child?
I'm not.
You're not looking for a child? I'm sorry, are you alright?
Can I performance check to try and cry? Can I try to fake cry?
Yeah, sure, go ahead and try to fake cry.
I'm 19 plus 4.
You start crying.
23,
Very believably.
Aeliana starts to cry.
Oh, apparently this is not something the two of you have talked about.
I didn't. Well, you said before that you did, and sorry.
Oh, well.
I haven't seen you get this emotional before. Are you okay?
Just really want a child is all. You know how it is. You know how it is. She's like, gesturing to Lily. You know how
Lily just kind of throws up her hands. She like looks at you, Oliver.
Sorry.
How long have you been together?
Couple days?
And what he means to say is it feels like she like takes his hand like really tight. It feels like a couple of days and yet many years all at once, right?
Is that how you feel?
I feel like it's been a couple days.
Oh my god.
Oliver is like fucking beet red, sweating, just like so uncomfortable.
I have a feeling that the two of you need to have a conversation, so maybe you can come back when you've had that conversation.
Yep, you're probably right. No, I thank you so much for your time. Really, truly, this has been very eye-opening.
Yes.
Yes.
For
Thank
me
you for-
specifically.
Thank you for
About
wasting mine. And
Our
she-
relationship. Sorry.
stands up.
Sorry.
There it is.
She goes to open the door, and she just kind of sits there waiting by the door.
Oh yeah, I'll
Just
stand up.
going.
Okay, Oliver
Follows it.
gets out. Aeliana gets out. Do you leave the front door as well?
Yeah.
Following
Yeah.
him. Yep.
Okay.
Leave
So
it.
you both walk
Once
out the
he's
front
out of
door.
like earshot, he does just whisper it. You just hear him say it's Aeliana over it. Like, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. And he's just like walking away.
Okay, so you walk outside. As soon as you're off, like a little bit away from the porch, the front door slams shut. And I would say at about this time, you see Rowina, Emory, and Danny kind of like circling from the back, and you guys kind of meet back on the main road.
Rowena's like about to minor illusion bird sounds when she sees them coming out.
Hey, how'd it go?
Aeliana's wiping at her eyes.
Oh,
Oh.
It
shit.
was alright, I think.
Terrible. It was awful.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Oliver had a
she's the
little bit
worst.
of a yeah.
What'd she do?
Aeliana,
What'd
will
she do to
you
you?
roll an insight check for me?
That's another 19, I shit you not, plus 6?
God.
20.
He's very insightful.
25.
Jesus.
With a 25, I'm going to say, surprisingly, you're still not going to get much on a 25. But what you are going to get is that it seemed like what happened with Oliver was more than just flubbing words and nervousness.
Mm-hmm. So she'll say, it was fine. It was fine. I lost it a little bit. Ruined the whole thing. Too emotional.
We didn't really foresee the obstacle that you all were taken into the office, which is where we
Right.
needed to get to.
Right,
Yes.
yes. And I tried to get her to take us to see the children, and then she said that we had to give a lot of information, and I went a little too close to home, and I broke down, and then we got kicked out.
We
How
did
did
come
you
up with a
guys
bit
do
of a
it?
plan B.
Okay, good.
Go for it.
We met Emory's friend Felix, and if he is able to get into the office, he's going to, and we're going to stop back by tonight and see if he's able to, and if not, hopefully we can at that time.
Okay. Good.
Emory, do you think Felix will be stupid about this? For lack of a better word. Do you think he'll take unnecessary risks?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
Great.
Yeah.
So
He'll-
Good.
you gave him a task and he's gonna see it through.
Oh
How-
my god.
How
Yeah.
bad is he in mortal danger? Or if he gets
How
caught?
far are we away from? Have we been walking?
I would.
in?
I would
I'm
say
assuming
usually
we're-
Probably
assume, I
walking
usually
now.
assume that you were walking unless you specifically say you're stopped.
We had no more business at the orphanage.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, she's not past physical torture. So.
Has she killed any children that you know of?
Never killed anyone, no, but and I'll pull back my hair and you'll see Emory has ears that are cut halfway down his, like, this part, whatever this part is called, the cartilage.
Yeah.
And there's like silver earring jewels on it, but you see like big scar tissue. And you can tell that Emory's ears were pointed once and were cut to resemble more of a human ear. Yeah, so she'll fuck you up.
Did we do the wrong thing asking Felix to help us?
Oh no, if it wasn't this, it would be something else. So.
I think we did the
And
wrong
likely
thing.
he'll.
Letting her leave the room alive. I think.
Yeah.
All right. So to the velvet pillow, or
Yeah, I mean, we have some time if we're gonna wait until night. Is there anything else?
that's true. I guess we didn't really give Rowina a chance to reach out to the Scarlet Cloaks before we left.
I'll say that Rowina told you that she will do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did she say how
on it.
long it would take or when to check back?
Probably just check back in with her like when we get back
Right.
there at the end of the day. Guess we can just velvet pillow it.
Because we want to talk to Henry. And then...
Yes, I mean,
See if he's there.
it's not
Do you know what his
unheard of
shifts
to
are?
go during the day, right?
Oh,
Might be less populated, less people to see us.
Hi.
Do you know?
All
Do you
right.
know when Henry usually works, or does he usually work this shift, or is it just totally up in the air?
Oh yeah, he's full time. So
Okay, great.
He'll
So
probably be
maybe
there.
now would be a good time.
yeah, I mean he's kind of a dweeb about it, takes it really seriously. So, I mean he'd probably be there anywhere between noon and 2, just to get ready
Is
for
he-
the day.
Is he very particular? Is he very like obsessive about anything in order, or everything's got to be a certain way? I'm just looking
No,
for
I
signs
just-
that they could be a serial killer.
No, he just takes his job seriously, I guess. Is mostly what it is. He doesn't want to get in trouble. He's kind of
Any talk of hurting small animals or anything? Experience
no.
as a butcher?
I love that
Does
the
wet
signs
the
of
bed.
serial killers now are in this world as canon. That's amazing.
You said you don't know where he lives, right?
I mean, I know he lives in. Would I know like what neighborhood or like what
Docks
area?
District.
Yeah, he lives in the Docks District somewhere, but I don't know where.
I mean, nothing really. If we don't find a whole lot of good stuff with the orphanage, maybe we tail him to his place.
Honestly, it seems like talking to him would help, but if he's guilty, he's not going to admit that he's guilty in talking to him. We're going to have to investigate more than that.
Yeah.
So I think that's a good idea. We could at least talk to him, find out when his shift ends.
We could. I can't do it today. It's a shame. I mean, there are ways of magically getting truth out of people that I've read about. I haven't tried it yet.
That is true.
I can't do it today, though.
It's a good backup plan, I suppose.
Let me talk to him, see if he maybe
Wait.
sees inside or something.
You're gonna do magic on Henry?
If it comes to it, maybe.
I would love.
I think he's a
to see
murderer.
Does
I
he
don't
not
think,
mix
just for
well
what it's
with
worth, I
magic?
don't think he's a
No,
murderer.
no. Yeah, let's just go talk to him, see if we get a weird vibe. Maybe seems like he's holding out something.
Honestly, we can just see how he reacts when we
Yeah.
ask if what he did after that interaction yesterday.
And maybe he did see something.
Yes.
I mean, I have
Yes.
business cards saying I'm a private investigator, so it gives us some, credentials.
Right.
True.
Not everybody can just get business cards.
It's true.
That's true. That's very
It takes a
I
long
don't know if
time
that's
to
true
write
or
each
not.
one.
Yeah, it took me a long
Handwritten?
time. It's a lot of commitment. Yeah.
hours. All right, we can do that. Just as a reminder, there was something else on our list that we had talked about last night, checking to see if the little girl the daughter of the recent murdered
Jasmine,
woman has magical abilities. So I don't know if that's something we can find out in the midst of all of this today. But that's a small thing we'd want to find out.
Where would you finding her? I think would be the biggest obstacle.
Emory would know where to find her. There is a there is another orphanage within the city of Dariok that is like a well-off orphanage, and a situation like this with a very public death. If she didn't have a father, you would find her at. It's simply just called the Dariok Orphanage. You would find her there, but if not there, yeah, you'd probably have to try to like check with the police or something. The Gold Hoods.
Oh boy.
Maybe
I think we see what Henry might know, and then we go from there.
Go from there.
Good place to start.
All right.
All right.
Off to the Velvet Pillow.
All right, do you head to the main gate?
So, is there any other way in? I mean, we go through the sewers.
I mean,
Yeah, you can go back to the Ravens HQ and then go through the sewers.
That might be smart.
Yes, I mean, we're very recognizable, and because of what happened here.
Is there any reason for them to be watching the sewers, Emory? Is that like a... Have you guys ever been caught? Have the Ravens ever been caught in sewers before?
I would say you have no reason to believe,
Yeah, I mean, they don't... Yeah, we don't generally operate.
I would say, like, the amount of times that you've gone through the sewers in the past couple of days, Emory, is, like, more than you had in, like, a couple years' time.
Okay.
Like, it's not a very common thing for you to do, but you guys have kind of been, like, on the lam a little bit, and so it's been more common for you recently.
I mean,
maybe we could go talk to Rowina about the Scarlet Cloaks, and go back there anyway to get there through the sewers.
Check in. Yeah.
Oops.
Would popping through the sewers at daytime be more conspicuous than in the evening? Like, will that put us at a... Yeah, so I feel like Emory would say that it's less plausible to go through the sewers. We might as well just go, like, blend in with, like,
it's just as risky.
It's just, because, like, if we're popping out of sewers, then we're compromising,
Like, spread out, go through the main gate, cover up, do what it is that we do in the daytime.
I'm not good at sneaking anyway, so that sounds good.
Cool.
Okay. You all make your way away from the farmlands outside of Dariok and to the exterior of the city itself. Beyond the main gate, you hear the hustle and bustle of a bunch of citizens. However, there's a couple things that you notice. First of all, outside of the main gates, Dariok has those very medieval forms of punishment where you see outside of the main gates people in cages, people hung up in various sorts of ways. You notice as you approach the main gate, some of them are alive, some of them are not, that various docksmen are currently hung up and strewn about in cages. And you also notice at the main gate that the gold hoods have been completely replaced. There are no gold hoods at the main gate. There are some up on the parapets.
Bronze, isn't it?
You see that there are a lot of guards at the bottom in bronze armor and helmets that are currently checking every person as they go through the main gate.
Oh, shit.
There's a bunch of murmuring and a bunch of people who are kind of complaining. You see some people in the back, like, throwing up their hands. Like, you hear a couple people say, like, is it really worth this? Like, blah, blah, blah. You hear some people say, it was abandoned anyway. You're hearing some weird things here and there. But that's what you see as you approach this main gate.
I don't have anything on me.
Yes, but we are recognizable and probably wanted.
Are we?
Do we know that our
Rowina made us believe after the Velvet Pillow.
Oh, the Ravens thing, yeah. Who's around? Who's saying? Is there anybody?
I mean, all kinds of people are around.
Is there anybody who is like not being actively searched by the Bronze that are
Yeah,
around
for
that
sure.
we can hear saying things like it was abandoned or like?
Yeah, it's a really long line. You find a pair of older gentlemen, clearly farmers, who are leading a wagon pulled by a mule back into the city, and are like just kind of frustrated talking to each other about this.
What do they mean? It was abandoned. What are they talking about? It was abandoned.
The cities, they're really hammering down because of the ravens and the death of that councilman, and the warehouse down at the docks district burnt down. Bunch of red smoke. People say it was the cloaks.
That was not us, was it?
No.
Not us.
That was
No.
not us.
Or am I
Oh,
tuning
yeah.
from
Well, I heard the ravens aren't real anyway, and that's just the city's scapegoat. So
Oh my god.
You'd probably be right. The docks district is covered in the bronze. They completely got rid of all these docksmen. Looks like a different
Cool.
place down there.
I'll be like, okay, well, be well, I guess, and then
Have a good
run
one,
away. Run back to the group. Okay, so the
You hear his friend
docks...
say, "Weird fella."
Oh my god! In that
Tiny.
So the docks district burnt down, or the warehouse burnt down.
Oh,
A warehouse.
Oh.
You don't know if it's the warehouse, but you can assume.
A warehouse.
red smoke.
Red
You
smoke.
said?
Red smoke. I said.
Oh,
Well,
It could be
Maybe
the
this-
Scarlet Cloaks wanting to take credit for it.
Or
it's
someone's-
Vincent Sealdor putting it on the cloaks to be able to get rid of his now headless arm.
Yes.
which, hey, now that's so much easier of an in with the
Ding,
cloaks. right?
ding, ding, ding,
Oh,
ding, ding, ding.
oh.
You start to hear within the city warning bells going off, and you hear some more some people like murmuring, and like there's more. You see like half the bronze at the gate start running away from the gate.
Oh, should we run in?
Yeah, I'm using that,
Go, go,
I'm using
go,
that
go, go.
opportunity to go in.
You use this as a distraction. You
Yeah.
make your way
So,
into the
so.
city really quickly. Go ahead and make a group stealth check. This is gonna be low DC. Your group's gonna be able to help you out here, just to make sure you're not
I rolled 2 6s.
blatantly causing a
17.
scene.
25.
19.
Eric and
7.
7.
16.
16. Okay. The group average is above the DC, so you guys are able to make your way into the city itself.
Making our way
Idiots.
downtown.
You
Walking
immediately
fast.
see what the warning bells are. This is a tiered city, remember? And so you are entering the city at the highest level, able to kind of look down on the city proper. In another moment, you could probably take it in for how kind of like awe-inspiring it is. But you come in and you see a large plume of red smoke in the wealthy district.
Ooh.
In the wealthy
Go
district.
check it out.
Okay.
Oh shit! Is that where I used to work? By chance?
It does look like it could be in
No!
that direction.
Oh.
Oh my
shit.
god!
Is that
Should we go look?
Yeah, yeah, we should.
I mean, yeah.
Absolutely.
what? Why are we? Is the plan off? Are we diverting?
I think we can. Well, we had time.
what's
We had time.
We got
we
time.
we
Yeah.
had time to kill.
It's a
See
little
what's
bit of a
happening in-
roundabout way, but technically that would still kind of be on the way to Leisure Alley.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you make your way throughout the city. You find yourselves in the wealthy district. It's starting to get a bit more cloudy. The sun is getting blocked by some darker clouds. It looks like rain could be incoming soon. But you make your way through the weaving streets of the city. You see that probably about half of the gold hoods that you normally would see are now a part of the bronze. As far as like frequency of people that you're seeing, you see that the bronze are much more efficient and professional, to be honest, seeming than the gold hoods. Yes, Oliver.
Can I get a good look while they're distracted at their armor to see the craftsmanship?
For
of it?
sure. Go ahead and roll a, I'll say, yeah, I mean, I guess perception or investigation, either one, at advantage with your knowledge.
19.
19. You actually, Oliver, notice that this is very aesthetically pleasing, but not super efficient armor. It has been hastily made. The back of the armor, you see a lot of the like welded fastens and stuff. They look rushed, and it seems that much like the bronze themselves, it's a bit more about the presentation than the process. And so you notice that as you're running. Pretty much, I would say before you even turn down the street, Aeliana, you know that this red smoke is coming from Copperbolt's tailory. The street itself is packed with people. You see there's some people running from nearby buildings who are getting water and bringing it in buckets and large tubs to like throw on the building. You see there is one magic user who is in a long blue cloak and is kind of waving their arms and kind of gathering up some of the water from some people's buckets and like throwing it on the fire itself. As you get closer, you notice that this magic user in the long blue cloak is actually Councilwoman Wildra Stone, who is currently kind of throwing that throwing the water on her on the it doesn't seem to be doing much effect, and you see that it starts as like a deep black smoke that slowly goes into like a deep red, into like a blood red smoke that is appearing in the sky. The flames themselves have like a red tint to them, and the building is currently engulfed. One thing that is immediately apparent to your eye, Aeliana, is there is a man kneeling in front of the office with his hands in the air, lamenting, as you see Boldier Copperbolt.
Oh no.
Currently, oh wait, here. I need to show it for everybody. You all see this dwarven man, bald, with a thick black beard and a gray fur-lined cloak that is kind of flowing behind him. And Emory, standing behind him, you see a familiar figure who you haven't seen in a minute. You see a tall, orcish man with hair brought up into kind of a top bun, Prack Sharptusk, the undercover raven that is the personal bodyguard to Boldrier Copperbolt. And he's just kind of standing over him, like, at the ready. And this is the scene that you all stumble upon.
Yikes.
Oliver would put a hand on, like, Aeliana's shoulder and just be like, don't run in there. There's nothing you could do.
It's my fault.
It's not your fault.
The only thing we can do to fix this is figure out what's actually going on.
Things were put into motion way before we got involved with this.
I will say, just to let you guys know of, like, just be like knowledge that you would know because of the world. Aeliana, you would know that somehow, either through a very well-trained hawk or through a magical spell, Boldrier was informed to come back. either
Yep, 'cause
that
it's been too short of a
it's
time.
been too short of a time. So either that or like his wagon broke down and he made his way back, but like something happened on his
Yep.
trip
I was just gonna say
to bring him back. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if he's got a hand on her shoulder, she wouldn't go. But there's like a clear,
Not like holding you,
but
just to
there's
get
like
your
a
attention.
clear,
Feel free
yeah,
to
because she was gonna go, and I think it's like the knowledge of like that's dumb. Don't go. That's enough to be like, all right, we should go then.
We can maybe touch base with him later. I just don't think now is the time.
Yes.
All right.
It honestly might be a good time to get to the Velvet Pillow. There's a lot of distraction.
Less guards over there, yeah. Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
We should go now.
All right, taking advantage of the distraction of the huge red smoked fire at the Copperbolt Tailory, you make your way. Actually, I do want you to note that before you leave, it does seem as if the building next to Copperbolt's Tailory also caught a flame. It was a house. And they have it pretty much under control by the time you get back. But there does seem to have been 2 deaths from the neighboring house.
Ooh.
They seem to, you see them, they're not, you don't recognize them, especially because they're like, they mainly died of smoke inhalation, but they seem to be an older couple, older noble couple, not noble, wealthy couple, who just seem to maybe have died while being asleep, or at least being in their night garb, and they are being taken by the bronze. Is there something you want to investigate with that?
Does it just appear that they have been? I mean, God, this is hard. It's without actually going up to investigate. But I mean, is there any way to see if it was seemingly something else besides the smoke inhalation?
Roll a perception check.
$14.
14, you see no signs of any physical injuries on them. And their eyes are closed, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Their faces are slightly blue, but that also could just be from being dead for a minute. But after, from this distance, it's a bit hard to
Yeah, that's what I figured. All right.
Can I scan the crowd to see if there's like Vox or anybody else who we've kind of been running into? Is anybody else at the scene?
For sure. Roll a perception check.
16.
At a 16, just as you catch a glimpse, you see a deep red cloak in among the audience that has their hood up, that is not looking in your direction. It does seem to be like, I'll say with the 16, you can tell it's kind of a timing thing. They're not turning away because you look at them, but like as soon as you look in that direction, they are turning and walking away.
Okay. But I don't see a face or anything, just a cloak, just a red cloak.
Yeah, because the hood's up.
Would you describe it as scarlet?
I would describe it as a scarlet red, yeah.
It's the scarlet red cloak.
Is
It's
it
not the
normal for the bronze to be taking these people away, the dead people away from the
Yes,
scene, or
yes.
could we? Okay,
Yeah,
so I was like,
yeah.
could we assume that they're trying to cover this up? by
No,
taking
there's
them
just
away?
like not a CSI team or like a coroner team, you know.
Fair
so it's
enough.
like it falls on the
Fair
town.
enough.
Darriok.
It falls on the
How
town.
alive.
It falls on the town guard to yeah.
Yeah. Who are you?
Well, this sucks. All right, so we're going to the.
All right, yeah. So you using this distraction, no
Velvet
rolls needed
pillow.
or anything. You make your way out of the wealthy district and down to the leisure alley, where you find yourselves at the Velvet Pillow. You walk inside the front door. Yeah.
Yeah,
Emory
I think so.
leads us that way, yep.
Are there any? Do we see any guards or any high like security or anything?
You've seen like patrolling guards, but nothing specifically for the Velvet Pillow.
Okay, they don't have like their own security force that we can see.
No, not that you can see. It seems like for that, and Emory would know, for that party, that was like a contracted, like,
Yeah.
I-9 situation.
It was just since there was like a
Private event.
Yeah.
It was a networking event.
Laughing.
So you walk inside.
So, yeah.
You see inside, you see the owner, who you have all seen before, Lila, the tigress tabaxi, who is behind the front desk. She seems to be kind of like stressing over a book in front of her. And it's open, looks to be a ledger of some kind. And she raises her head. Emory. Hello, where have you been?
Chillin'. Laying low. Just after what went down, I didn't want to bring shit back.
Well, I'm glad that you have been safe. We thought maybe something had happened to you.
How are you good? Are you okay? Or
No, yes, we've been fine. We were questioned by the Gold Hoods. We informed them that the Ravens came here and attacked our patrons, and it was a very scary night.
wait, did she just say that she told the people that the Ravens came here and attacked people?
Mm-hmm.
Emory like tries really hard not to like react.
Yeah.
Just like a little bit of like where are we sure it's the Ravens?
Well, I described what they look like, and they informed me that that was the group called the Ravens.
Just out of curiosity, what did you describe them as?
Black-clad individuals, hoods up, assassins.
Yep, seems right to us. Is Henry working?
Please shut the door. I don't want to hear that dog has been...
sorry, the dog.
A real dog problem in this
It's
city.
been following us all day.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Oh,
Yeah.
that's all day.
Huh, last time an animal followed us for a
Damn
while, it didn't
dog.
end so well for it.
Oh no!
Well, I'm glad that you
One
were okay.
step further, squirrel.
Listen, I don't mean to... I'm sure, as you are aware, Emory, life, is hard, and bad moments happen, but we must continue. Are you going to start showing back up for your shifts, or?
Is that okay? I didn't want to cause problems for you.
Yes, I mean,
I told Henry to tell you that I wouldn't, that I was.
No, he
laying low.
did, but I just, they're not going to seek you out. You were a victim just as much as we were, and I think that we shouldn't hide ourselves. I think that we should, stay here and show them that they didn't scare us.
I look to the group. Sure, yeah, I can start working again then.
Great. Did you think you could work tonight, maybe?
Yeah.
Oh, Emory, we have that thing.
Oh, yes, I took a contract job.
Oh.
Yes.
For tonight.
Tomorrow
through
night?
The end of the week.
Oh, okay.
So, but
well, maybe come at the end of the
week
week, talk to me, and we can.
Next
get
week,
you...
yeah, I can.
Okay.
I can come back. Yeah, for
Are
sure.
any of you interested in a job, perhaps, or?
Already got one, thanks.
Okay.
What kind of job?
Yes.
Serving
Oh
job?
God, I don't want to work with.
No, I'm good.
A lot of people quit.
Wait. Is Henry here?
Yes, he's in the kitchen.
Henry didn't quit.
No, he did not. Good lad.
Henry didn't quit.
What a guy.
Maybe we should stay and just have a quick meal.
Oh, please, yes. Find a seat.
A quick question was I don't know if it's out of bounds. Let me know. But was Henry working And I'll name the time that maybe TK's mom was murdered. I don't know when exactly that was.
So it would have been probably the night before the party.
Yeah.
And she says, no, he was going to work the party the next day, so I gave him the night off before.
Oh, that's very nice of you.
Oh no, it can't be Henry.
Please find a seat. I'll go get Henry, and he'll serve you. And she directs you to a seat, and she walks back into the kitchen.
Emory does not sit down.
Okay.
Down, Emory?
What? Yeah.
That's weird, right? To have someone serve you at your place of work.
Weirder if you stand.
Weirder if you
Yes,
stand,
it's
yeah.
much weirder, actually.
I've seen people, when they're off shift, show up at a restaurant for the meal.
Yeah, why not?
It's a nice
You
place.
came to visit your friend Henry. Just came to visit him at work, right?
Yep,
Hey.
that's it.
Are you doing okay? I know this has been kind of a day full of you just confronting your own shit head on.
Oh, I'm fine. Great.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just sometimes shit happens.
Good way to put it.
Yeah.
Are you guys good? Are you...
I mean, I'm cool, but I'm not,
It's a lot of...
taking a museum tour through my past trauma like you are today, so...
Yes.
Oh, Henry!
Henry walks in the room.
Huh? What's up?
Henry walks in the room, and you guys see a 22-year-old guy.
Chalamet.
That's true, Timothy Chalamet.
You see Timothy Chalamet.
It's a Chalamet off. Oh no.
Chalamet off.
He actually does have a similar haircut to Emory, maybe a little bit shorter, black hair though. Very dark brown, almost black eyes. Wearing his server outfit. He does have a dagger sheathed at his side. That is not uncommon. We described that in the restaurant and the first session. But he walks up and he says, "Hey, Emory. Hey, Emory's friends. Hello."
You remember? Yeah.
Yeah. I think I don't
They were
remember. Did you guys exchange names? I don't remember.
I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I know Oliver did.
Okay. Yeah.
Maybe I did, I don't remember.
I'm sure we didn't.
Aeliana has a tendency to tell her name to people she shouldn't, so probably.
I think you might. Actually, I think I can't really remember. But he goes, "Hey, everybody. Thanks for giving me something to do. I guess not a lot of people have been coming in, especially this time of day. What's up? What are we doing? What do we want? What can I get you?"
We actually wanted to ask you about something if you have a moment.
Sure. Yeah, the specials. I think that today we've got.
Sorry, not about the specials.
Oh, sorry. Of course, I assumed. What's up?
We just couldn't help but notice that yesterday after the announcement, we were all in the crowd and saw that the little girl come up to Emory and got pulled away by her mother, and then we were just wondering, since you walked away right after that happened, if you happened to see where they went, or if anybody was around them. And before he answers, I would like to make an insight check on literally like his reaction when I asked the question.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and roll an insight check.
Eric.
Can I give Emily advantage
How?
and help?
By going like this.
Just looking him over. Giving him a once over.
You can roll
See if he
your
looks
own insight
scared.
check.
Okay, all right.
I got a 12.
Okay.
19.
With a 12, he seems to seems that he kind of needed you to. He was like on the edge of remembering what you said, and then he kind of remembered it, and was just listening to you talk, basically, just being an attentive listener. With a 19, you see the same thing that I described to Emily. He did have there was a tinge of sadness there when she mentioned that, but that's all you get from his initial reaction.
Did you happen to walk in the same direction as them? Or?
For a little bit, yeah. No, I think they went to the north. northern part of Danrek. We separated. I went
Do you happen
down.
to see anybody who's maybe following them, or do they meet up with anybody?
I mean, they weren't on my radar. I just happened to remember them going
Yeah.
north. But
Yes.
Inside check.
Sure, roll an insight check.
13.
13. I mean, he seems to be telling the truth.
Fair enough.
He says, what, did something happen?
Surely you've heard.
Yes. Were you aware of the body that was found yesterday?
Yeah. What, was that the mother?
Yeah.
Oh,
We believe so.
God. Huh. Intense.
Do you happen to what neighborhood do you live in?
Docks District, down on the western side.
Do you know the what's TK's last name? Do we know his last name?
Nishia.
Do you know the Nishia family?
Nisha.
I'll kind of describe where their house is.
I mean, I've been in that neighborhood. Who? Can you describe who they are, maybe?
Were you working the day before the party?
No, I wasn't. Taking the night off.
What do you do when you have nights off?
Good
That's a good
question. I don't know. I probably try to fill my time getting a drink or reading. I like to read.
What are you reading right now?
Nothing.
What were you reading? Did you read that night? What were you reading that night?
Oh,
Why
that
we
night?
never talked about this?
I don't know. That night I was. I don't really remember. I think I just kind of chilled at home. I don't really. Nothing remarkable.
No, nobody that can account for your whereabouts that evening.
Why?
No.
I mean, no. I guess not. What were you doing?
I was at home that night.
Can anybody account for your whereabouts?
Yeah. Sea Salt Sweets owner.
Okay, well you got me there.
saw
All
me
right,
coming.
okay, fine.
We're just trying to get some information, that's all. And you were one of the only people who we know saw that girl and her mother with us, so we figured we would see if you had noticed anything that maybe we missed.
Sorry. Crazy shit though.
Now, I want to roll an insight check because there is no self-respecting person who describes themselves as someone who likes to read and can't tell me what book they're reading.
Okay. Roll an insight check.
This isn't a natural.
There it
20.
is.
Oh my fucking god. 13.
With advantage because they're books. They're bookish.
I will.
And because they're friends.
No, I will give you advantage because you know Henry. That's why I will give you.
Yes.
Not because you also read books.
That is a dirty 20.
Because you read books.
Dirty 20. You seem to be the only person that notices a bead of sweat go from Henry's temple down his chin.
I would no, go ahead.
I would look to the group, especially Oliver, because I feel like everybody else will back me up, but he'll be the one that might be like sus about it, and I'll look. And then I'm gonna stand up, and is Lila around?
No, she's back in the kitchen.
I'm gonna grab Henry by the collar.
He's gonna try to avoid
What?
letting you do that?
I'm gonna do it still anyway.
Okay. Roll an athletics check.
Oliver would stand up.
He
just
rolled
to
a
be ready.
21.
I rolled 22.
22. So you
before.
you grab. He grabs a hold of your wrist, but you're grabbing his collar. Emory, what are you doing?
Henry, what book are you reading?
I don't fucking know why he's going to try to push you back. Roll an
Whoa,
athletics check.
hey.
What
hey.
book were you reading the night
Damn.
that you were supposed
Roll an
to
athletics
be
check.
off?
He rolled a 9.
Natural 20.
He tries to push you off, but he's not able to. Henry,
And I
what
pull
the
him in
fuck?
closer.
I'm gonna look at him and say, I suggest you tell us where you were the night before the party and what you were doing. And I'm gonna cast suggestion.
Okay.
Amazing.
What is
Damn,
the
nice.
Wisdom, 14.
Excuse me.
Can he be at disadvantage because I'm holding him?
If it
Less
was
wise.
some kind of physical thing, yeah, maybe, but no,
Oh,
not because
okay.
it's a wisdom. Hold on, I'm pulling.
Me
up his
making him nervous
stats.
isn't affecting his wisdom.
He's off his groove. You threw him off his groove.
You're off my groove.
Hey, listen.
I'm sorry.
You guys are doing just
I'm
fine,
off
okay?
The Emperor's groove. We're so nervy.
Okay. There he is. Wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
I need everyone to roll initiative. He got a 7.
Ah,
He got a
Okay,
what?
so
He
a
got
7?
a 7, and I need everyone to roll initiative.
So he fails.
He does fail. Yep.
can I pull out my shield before we roll this?
I would say you were feeling like something was bad was gonna happen here, so yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Initiative with Henry? That rat.
Okay, let me pull this up.
I'm gonna have to go get my combat snacks. Brought to you by Trader Joe's.
Ooh, nice. What'd you get?
My Cacio Pepe Puffs.
Hashtag not
Danny.
sponsored by Trader Joe's.
Hey, what's up?
No.
What'd you get?
I got a 14.
Aeliana.
17.
Emory.
13.
Rowina.
13.
Okay, Emory would be first, and then Oliver.
19.
19. All right, at the top of the turn,
Oh my
it
god.
is Henry. He
Yeah,
is going
buddy.
to look at you, Emory. He looks at Rowina. You see his eyes go completely black for a second as he is affected by Rowena's
Oh.
spell.
Oh,
I was like,
Oh,
no.
okay.
As he is affected by Rowena's spell, and they
Okay.
come back, and you see him just kind of roll his eyes, and he takes out a dagger, and he says, "I was killing that bitch." And then he's going to. And then
Oh, well,
he
that was
is-
easy.
And then he is going to.
folds like a chair.
Stab Emory 3 times.
Oh,
3 times? Henry,
and-
the fuck, dude? You're a waiter.
That is a 4 plus 6. I couldn't find the attack. 10 to hit, then a 19 to hit, and then a 22 to hit. No, a 18 to hit. I was completely off. So
The last
19
two
and
hit.
18. Okay. They hit. He does.
Yikes.
Oof. 11 points of piercing damage to you as he just gonna stab you in the
Oh,
side,
fuck.
just stabs you again, and then he's trying to push you away, but you still haven't grappled. Let's see here. He is going to he would use his bonus action to disengage, but he's physically grappled, and he would need to use an action to break out of that. So that is going to be the end of his turn as he's pulling back. But he is going to yell, "Lila!"
Is she
and that's
in
the-
on
Yeah,
it?
she's in on
And
it.
that's the end of his turn. Oliver, you are up. Aeliana, you're on deck.
He'll look to Lila and just say,
Lila's
"He's a
in,
murderer."
Lila's in the kitchen. She's not out here.
Oh, then I'll just yell, "He's a murderer! We've got this under control." So nobody. How hurt are you looking, Emory? Did you take a good amount of damage? Or are you
Yeah,
still
I'm nearly half.
nearly half. So you're fine then. I will cast action. Yeah, I'll cast Booming Blade.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make an attack with advantage because he's grappled or no?
Yeah, advantage because he's grappled.
Oh,
Yeah. He
that
doesn't
works.
have disadvantage on his attacks, but you have advantage on attacks.
Ooh, I rolled a 1 and a 3. That's gonna be not enough to hit, I'm sure.
He's not wearing his armor.
9.
Yeah, that doesn't. Yeah, that's not enough
Alright.
to hit. So you go to swing, and he's just like he has. He like pulls back, and you have to like stop your swing, or you're gonna hit Emory's arm, and then you like pull it back.
So then I no, that's action as well. I think there's healing word, which I'm gonna save. What shield of faith? Yeah, I will. I'll bonus action cast Shield of Faith on Emory, giving you a +2 to your AC.
Okay, you see Oliver grab Emory, and for a second, the silhouette of Emory kind of shimmers in this kind of like sparking, like a tinge of orange, like sparks aura that appears over Emory, and you hear in the distance just this one single hammer hitting an anvil, metal on metal sound as the spell takes effect. That is the end of Oliver's turn. Sorry, go ahead.
We'll just stand by Henry in case he runs. I can.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. It is Aeliana's turn. Danny, you're on deck.
I'm gonna stab him. With my
Okay.
rapier.
Aeliana takes out her rapier. I will say, do you feel like Aeliana in this moment is like, is it weird that, like, is this an active choice that she makes? Is it weirdly, and maybe not, she doesn't like it, that it's like instinct after these past couple of days? Like, what's going on?
Yeah,
as Aeliana pulls out that rapier?
wavelength. I was thinking the same thing. I think it's almost like a resigned, like, here we go again. It's like a, it's becoming more comfortable, and it is unsettling.
Yeah,
I think
of
so.
course.
Both of those two things are kind of warring
Yeah, roll for
in
attack.
there.
At advantage.
23.
23 is definitely going to hit.
That's only going to be 7 damage. 7 piercing.
Okay. He takes it in his side. Fuck! And he just kind of like looks at you angrily. You kind of see the nice, charismatic face of Henry has given way to basically pure rage.
I'm like really sad about this. I think it's like everyone is evil somehow. And it's
for
just like,
sure.
God damn it, not
Yeah.
another normal. And then since he's grappled, I'm gonna leave. Can I leave without an opportunity attack then?
He would have an opportunity attack on you, but he's actually not going to use his reaction.
Okay, so I'll just walk away.
Okay.
Just walk in.
So you walk away. Danny, you are up. Emory, you're on deck.
I want to walk on up.
Yep,
and-
go ahead. You
Yep,
next?
thank you. Yep, tag out.
You just switch spots. High five
Yeah,
each
I'm
other.
like-
Good job, teamwork.
Yeah.
I want to try and cast shocking grasp on him at advantage, right?
Yes, at advantage. It's kind of like you're walking up and tasering him.
I mean, probably, yeah. 18.
18 is gonna hit. Yeah.
Great. Can we get some battle music, possibly, Zach?
No.
Okay.
This is a very intimate, real life fight happening in front of you, and it doesn't feel good. I would say.
4 lightning damage.
You walk up and shock him. 4 damage. Oh, fuck!
Roots of my hair get a gray for a second, and small lights shock him, so he can't use reactions anymore until the end of his next turn.
Bonus action. I will say with that, he's been stabbed. He's being held by Emory. You casting the spell, like I would say, like the kicker of you also being able to cast a spell in this moment, even though you're not actually casting a spell, it's more of an ability from you innately as a air genasi. But seeing that happen, like he's still rageful eyes, but now also wide eyes of like, I didn't know what I was getting myself into kind of a look.
Then I guess what I would like to do is shit. I mean, that was my action, so I can't really hold another action.
No.
But
you can bonus action punch him in the face if you want.
yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is just bonus action, do a regular attack.
Yeah.
And then I'll roll for that. Still at advantage. That's a 19.
Emory,
Yeah.
the grapple was clutch. Emory's not even strong, and he was holding on.
Yeah, so I mean that's a 19 plus 7.
Yeah, for sure. I'll do pig.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Yeah, this guy's bloodied. You punch him in the face, and literally his nose starts to bleed. His lip busts open. Ugh. And he's like looking at you guys kind of like wild-eyed now.
Then I'm gonna move towards the kitchen.
Okay.
And just kind of wait for if Lila comes out, I want to be like pressed. So if she starts to like get, basically, I want to put myself by like where I think Lila would come out from, so that if she tries to make a run for the rest of the group, I can at least use my reaction to like get a hit in.
Yeah.
That's my turn.
That is the end of your turn. Rowina, you are up. No, Emory, sorry, you are up. Rowina, you're on deck.
I would, just by nature of everybody else having gone after him, I would just probably tighten my grip on his neck. And if I could just use my unarmed strike to just like choke him.
Sure. I mean,
yeah,
for sure. If you want to use an unarmed strike instead of your daggers, 100%.
Do I have advantage because
oh yeah.
Yes. 16.
16 is gonna hit.
It is only 2 points of damage.
Hold on.
Okay.
Never mind. The attack must use a finesse or ranged
Finesse,
weapon.
yeah,
I was gonna see if you could use sneak attack on an unarmed strike.
But I feel like narratively, I can't stab him.
Yeah, for sure. So you just squeeze, and he just kind of starts.
Yeah, and I'll say, put the dagger down.
Okay, that's what you say.
And that's my turn.
All right, that's the end of your turn. Rowina, you are up.
I want to try to go up to him as Emory has him grappled and just like take some rope out of my bag and try to like tie his hands and gag him.
He will actively try to like fight against that. So go ahead and make a athletics check.
Oh, great.
I'll give you advantage because Emory has a hold of him.
Okay.
He got a 19 acrobatics.
Great roll. 14.
So he's just squirmy, and I mean Emory still has him, but he's squirmy enough to not let you tie him up.
Okay.
So that was your action.
Can I like? I'll just like stay right there in a sense, like helping Emory keep him grappled.
Okay, for sure. At the end of your turn, Emory, can you roll an athletics check for me? Oops.
At advantage because I'm helping?
Sure. Yeah. He rolled a 23 acrobatics.
Well, one was a natural 1, and the other one is a 19, so...
19 total?
Yeah.
So he uses his action to break the grapple from Emory, and then he is going to use his bonus action to disengage, and he is going to sprint 30 feet, and so it's about 20 feet to the door and then 10 feet out. That is the end of his turn. Lila starts to come out of the kitchen, and she's just like looking very confused. And is going to just...
He yelled for her, right?
Yeah, he did. And so she comes out looking very confused, looking for the danger, doesn't see Henry, doesn't really know what to do, so stops there on her turn. That is the end of Lila's turn. Oliver, what do you do?
Shit. I'm going to run after him. But if I can catch up to him.
Yeah, I mean, he only ran 30 feet away. So he ran 30 feet away, and you are now right on top of him.
And I will... Booming Blade against Booming Blade would not be non-lethal if he runs more.
Would the Booming Blade have taken a... Oh, no, you didn't hit him.
I didn't hit him. I will try to non-lethally bonk him on the head.
Okay, yeah. Roll for an attack.
Is that one? attacks. 16.
16 hits. Roll for damage.
9 points of bludgeoning damage.
He starts running down the stairs. You come out, swink. He literally, like, you hit him in the back of the head, and he just immediately ragdolls and slams on the ground and kind of, like, skids a little bit.
I got him! I'll lift him up and bring him back.
So you lift him up, you
Got
start bringing him
time up.
inside. Lila, what is going on? What did you do to Henry?
He just told us that he's been murdering some people, so,
What?
He just confessed to murdering somebody, so.
She looks to
Two
you,
people
Emory.
At least.
Can I? This is retroactive a little bit, but in this, like, having all of this had happened, can I roll an insight check on him saying I was killing that bitch?
Yeah, for sure.
Because now I'm like, what bitch was he killing?
For sure.
so many.
That's a good point.
Oh, no, I'm stressed.
Okay.
I'll look to Lila. Sorry we made a mess in here. I can clean it up. I'll meet you guys later. You should take Henry to a doctor or something.
What is going on?
Potential serial killer.
Emory,
Have you
is
heard
this
about
true?
those murders?
Emory, is this true? Is what they say true?
Henry's just said he killed that bitch. And then tried to stab me, and I, like, lift up my shirt.
Oh,
And you see
Oh
blood.
my goodness, he was successful, I guess.
Yeah.
I've had worse.
Can
Okay,
I?
we'll call the Gold Hoods.
No. We got this. Everything's fine.
Can I insight check her?
Yeah, roll an insight check. Emory, I'm gonna need you to roll persuasion check.
What's up for these rolls?
16.
16. She seems genuinely concerned and confused. What was your
10.
persuasion? 10? I would feel better if, okay. I will just get him out of here. Just get him out of here.
Yeah. I'll set down 2 gold on the table and just say, for your trouble.
Nice meeting you again.
Please leave.
Bye.
Is
She
it?
looks
We
at
never
you.
hear.
She looks at you, Emory. As everybody else
Don't
is
say it.
leaving, and she says, "Don't worry about next week. Just take some time off."
Is it Danny that's really fast?
Danny
Yes.
is really fast. Yeah.
Maybe one of us should go get Rowina.
I was going to say that we were sent by the Securities Guild, but then I didn't know if she was trustworthy or not, so I didn't say it.
I think the best bet is to have Rowina here as quickly as possible.
Okay.
As quick as
we're
possible.
wrong? What if we're wrong? I don't know.
Right.
Is there any other lead that we have? I mean,
Then it looks like at least Reyna's investigating it, and we can get her started on the trail.
Yes. And it doesn't look like we just randomly attacked somebody.
Zach, would we know if Reyna was either at the nest or would she be in the city, in her official Securities Guild location?
You would think most likely to find her at her Securities Guild office.
Bring him in.
Okay, I would probably know where that is.
Oh yeah, for
Right?
sure. Yeah.
We could
It's well
bring him
known.
in.
It's in Guild Lane.
Hey, so I should go grab Reyna? Is that what I'm hearing?
Warn her, and then we'll be on the way.
Yeah,
Awesome.
we'll bring him
Yes,
in and be like, "You
I
did what you
can.
asked."
I'm starting to move. So
Okay.
if
we-
I'm continuously using my bonus action to dash, that's going to be. Let me do
90.
100. Well, if I use my action, movement, bonus action, that's 135 feet of movement per
Christ.
round.
Because it's 95 plus 35, yeah.
Yeah, that's me using everything.
So you start sprinting
I'm fast.
away. And as Danny is
Running,
sprinting
he's
away,
fast.
are you guys just taking his body? Unconscious body?
I feel like taking an unconscious body through the streets is perhaps one of the most
Sewers.
suspicious
I
things
will
we could
say,
do.
you actually feel like, just like info about the world, like Eric does have that private investigator thing. You could also say that you are working for the Securities Guild.
We're bringing them in.
However, you
Yeah,
do
that's
also
what-
know
yeah.
that you are normally given a token by the Securities Guild, kind of like a temporary badge
Hall
pass.
that you can show.
Oh, you mean this?
Um,
Would Emory have one?
roll in the
Oh,
chat.
Rowina.
In the chat, roll a d20, and I'm
Okay,
gonna
okay.
say DC 10.
Okay.
D20
Give me
in the
give me an hour, I
chat.
can make one.
Give me an hour, I can.
D20 in the chat. Oh.
Damn it!
You know
That's-
what? I'm just
that's
gonna
just
say,
mean.
Raina's the head of the Securities Guild. She's also the leader of the Ravens. It would be it's a smart idea for her to give
Yeah.
Ravens
That's what I'm
members.
saying.
So I'm gonna say yes. I'm gonna say you
We're marching him
specifically
in.
do
We're
have
taking
one.
him in.
Oh, you mean
But take away a gold piece.
you
Okay.
mean this?
Yeah.
Can we pay gold
Um,
pieces to get pluses on our rolls? Is that how
No.
Can I?
Pay to win? Are we microtransactioning this campaign?
Hell yeah.
So you actually
Big
know
boy.
that
The gold
with
piece
Emory,
later.
with Emory holding up that token and Oliver having a private investigator thing, I'm not saying you
Think about
won't
business
draw
card.
attention to yourself. You very much
But-
could be approached by somebody, but you feel
Yeah.
confident you would have a way out of it. So, with you thinking about that, with Danny sprinting ahead, that's where we're going to take a little bio break. So stand up, stretch, get some water, but don't go anywhere because we'll be right back.
It's only been 2 hours.
Kelsey.
Hey, everybody, we're back, and we are ready to
Back.
go. Okay, so Danny is sprinting ahead. The rest of you are. How are you? What is the orientation
How
of how
are
you
you?
are? How are you? What is the orientation of how you are carrying Henry Whitcomb's
Like a
unconscious body?
prisoner, as much as I can make it
Yeah.
portray that. I'm assuming I'm the strongest. I'm holding him.
Yeah.
I literally mean
You and
like
Danny probably.
like how are you, like, are you holding him like this? Are you like is his arms over two of you? Like, how are you physically carrying him?
If somebody wanted to help, I would put like his arm over me, his arm over someone else, keep his
Yeah, I
like,
can
head
help.
down,
So
and
he's
try to, like,
he's up
hold
and
him
you're
up.
like yeah.
Yes.
So like his feet are dragging in between the two of you,
Yes.
kind of a
Uh-huh.
thing. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
I
would
think
like
we've
to-
tied his feet to be clear, because if he gets out,
Yeah,
Okay,
we
well,
tied him.
Eat.
Tied him
Got his
good.
feet and his hands behind his back.
And I
Wait, no,
gagged
you
him.
can't tie his hands
Well,
behind his
no,
back
we
because
need his hands, but
So
we
you've tied his feet.
I-
Yeah.
cut off his feet.
Oh my god.
Just
This is-
FYI, at my current speed, I can travel a mile in just under 4 minutes. So-
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah, no, for sure. So you'll get there pretty
Gym
quick.
class
fast.
nightmare.
I'm faster
It
than that.
is now raining.
According to my very basic math stuff.
It is now raining, so you are making your way throughout the city. As you guys are walking, carrying this unconscious body, go ahead and roll a group persuasion check.
Including me, Zach, or not with
sorry,
me? Because
sorry,
I'm
not
yeah.
you. Yeah.
Would I have been able to stop the bleeding in my torso?
For sure. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I would have done that before we left. then.
Yeah. While,
23.
While he was getting tied up. 23?
12.
14, 12,
19.
19? Yeah, easily enough. You guys are making your way throughout the city. A couple of times you see that there's like a bronze hood that is like looking in your direction, and Emory just like literally like holds up the security guild token, and they just like keep going, not really paying attention. Rowina does keep her hood up so that she's not a green tiefling walking with you guys. You know, it's funny. Rowina does have horns, and so there's like a very like tall hood on her head, but that's like not uncommon in this world because there are a lot of tieflings. So it's just you're used to seeing that like clear outline of horns underneath hoods sometimes.
It's also funny because her cloak is also green.
Yeah.
So she's like covering green with green.
Yeah, but it's a deep green. It looks,
Hell yeah.
especially,
It's a- yeah.
especially in this rain, it's practically a black.
Yeah.
And you guys make your way easily enough. Danny, you get to the Securities Guild before everybody, obviously, up in Guild Lane, where the Securities Guild is, Merchants Guild, Trades Guild, Blacksmiths Guild. All of the guilds that are in this city that have main houses are here, found on Guild Lane. You step up to the Security Guild office, you open the door, and you see a woman behind the desk, a human woman with pixie-cut brown hair, who's wearing kind of like a tight cloth blouse with leather pants, and she's kind of like leaning back in a chair, and she looks up. Hi, how can I help you?
Hi, I'm here to see Miss Rowina, the Securities Guild.
She's not in the
Miss
office.
Securities Guild.
She's not in the office. She stepped out. She'll be back.
Okay. Do you know when?
She left about an hour ago. She's not usually gone more than an hour and a half, 2 hours. So.
See where she was going?
To her mother's.
I have no idea what. I mean, okay, cool. Yep. All right. What's your name? Hey, what's your name?
Victoria.
Victoria. So nice to meet you.
Are you
right, thanks.
Are you currently on a job right now? I can. And she kind of looks.
Yes.
I can pay you. You don't need Rowina for that. And she kind of like.
Well, no. Let's wait. We're negotiating. We're negotiating our fee, so we haven't settled on the amount that she's going to pay me yet. But yeah.
What's the contract? I can pull that up so when she gets here.
Ah, man, that's such a great question. I'm actually not like the lead on. Listen, this is really secretive.
No, the others are on their way. Yeah. All right. I understand.
Yeah.
Just
We have
take
a bunch
seat.
of others that are going to be coming.
Yeah. You take a seat.
All right.
And eventually, the door opens, and you see the rest of your party come in.
Hey, she's not here.
Are you with? Okay, right.
We could just wait,
Hi, Emory.
right?
Yeah.
This is Victoria. You've seen her before. She doesn't know anything about the Ravens, but you've come to visit Rowina at the Securities Guild before, so she thinks you're just a regular, basically. Emory, you don't usually work with a group.
I'm trying to grow and change, and these guys are good.
Well,
Rowina apparently went to go check on her mom.
Is that code, Zach? Do I know that? Or does Rowina have a mom?
Rowina does have a mom. She
Damn it.
spoke about her last session.
Yep.
She
Oh,
made
right.
fun of her name because her name is Waedra.
Oh, I didn't make fun of for what it's worth.
Of course you did. Yeah.
I didn't do that. No,
Yeah.
couldn't be.
I didn't
me.
make fun of her. I just pointed out how interesting her name sounded.
You close the door and the rain stops. And
Amazing. Love
and
Is
the
there a
classic-
cell that we could
Um,
put him in and then go check with?
Oh,
yeah,
Rowina?
of course, yeah. And she,
I don't know, just an option. I don't know. We could wait with him.
she takes you
passed
to a
out.
door off to the side that goes into a hallway. That is, you know that the armory is at the end of this hallway, Emory, and between there and the armory is 4 cells. All 4 currently empty. You don't often keep people here, but they are used just in case. And she unlocks one of the cells. You guys put Henry in there. She locks the key, and she says, if you need keys, stay with me at the desk, but sign them in and out, that's fine. We gotta sign them in, actually. And she goes over, she takes you back to the front desk, gets out a ledger, and asks you to sign the book.
Emory, yeah, your name has already been on this list a few times, probably.
Yeah, I'll.
Yeah, you sign the book. It says name of prisoner. What do you put? Do you put Henry? I just wanted to make sure.
I write Henry motherfucking Whitcomb.
Okay, perfect.
I didn't know you had
She
that name.
takes it and looks at that. She kind of chuckles, closes it. Just as she closes the book, the door opens again, and you see Rowina walking in.
Oh, convenient.
Reyna
I
walks
didn't want to
in.
go back out in the rain anyways.
Reyna
The
walks
Reyna.
in, long braid down below her armor. She seems kind of surprised to see all of you.
Miss Security's Guild.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome back.
Mm-hmm. Could we speak to you privately?
Of course, please.
About the case.
Thanks for waiting for me. Come into my office. Thank you for entertaining Victoria. And Victoria literally just like throws up a hand.
Yeah.
You all walk into Reyna Torhart's Securities Guild office. Much more business-like and more barren than her office at the Ravens HQ. Definitely seems as if she uses this place very sparingly. But she sits at the desk and kind of looks at all of you. Looks out the door, like puts up a hand to like wait for a second, and she like listens. All right, what's going on?
Got him.
We got him.
We got him.
Well,
Who did you
we
get?
got someone who says it's him.
We think
We
found
got
the serial.
someone to confess.
Oh, the Black Cat.
Yes.
Yeah. Possibly.
Okay.
Or at least to that one.
Highly probable.
That was
Yes.
quick.
It was kind of an accident.
We're effective.
Oh, yes, effective. That's it.
She. All right. Was he in the cell here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Cell number 3.
Perfect. Well, fantastic.
Well, the full context was we were like, hey, where were you the night before the party when TK's mom was killed? And then under the influence of magic, he said, I was busy killing that bitch. So that bitch could be, any bitch. But, I mean,
Definitely killed someone.
Yeah.
And we had asked him
Contextually.
about TK's family in particular, so he knew what we were fishing
Yeah.
for.
That too.
Okay. So, next steps. Questioning.
Yep.
We do have a plan. Kind of briefly. Remember the whole council thing?
Yes.
We were thinking you could use this as a platform to announce your intention to take the vacant seat.
Yes.
Once we confirm that he's actually the one.
Yes.
It's actually not a half bad idea.
Right?
I wish I could take credit for it.
Me too.
All right. I'm in.
Sweet.
Yes.
Okay, so right.
We got him to confess
Are you okay?
once.
Questioning first, and then I would say, what if we waited like a day, just to make sure no other murders happen
Okay.
Well, we
that are the
definitely need
same?
to ask him if he was part of a group or, working solo.
Right. I would just hate for you to announce. It would look really bad if
Yes.
you announced it and then someone else got
Good
killed in
point.
the exact same way, and then they'd be like, "She's a liar, not right."
While he's,
Risk.
locked up, maybe we could hit go to Jasmine and just see if she did see anything.
Yep.
If the person
Yeah.
that did that matches.
You have to be careful not to lead the witness, but yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'm not sure that a bunch of grown adults showing up at an orphanage and asking to speak to a child is going to be the most effective way
Well,
to get information.
If we work with the Securities Guild, we're in their
True.
official capacity.
True.
Be too weird.
What's happening with Reyna right now? She seems like quiet.
Yeah,
suddenly.
she's just listening and is taking everything in. Her mind is reeling right now with the implications of what's going on. Go ahead and roll an insight check. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
There's nothing to hear.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I mean, she just looks like she's thinking heavily.
Man.
She says, okay, so what is the very next step? What do we do now?
Have
Question?
you heard anything from the specific group that
Yes.
You.
Yes, Rowina, you will accompany me this evening.
Oh, all right.
Just Rowina?
Alone?
Just Rowina, yes.
And
Oh.
have they said anything about the fire earlier?
I didn't ask.
Have you heard anything about that and what it could be in connection to?
It was them.
What?
Perhaps you all could go back and check on Felix while I'm with Raina this evening.
Oh yeah, totally.
We could also wait nearby in case something happens if proven to be a dangerous group.
Well, you trust me, right?
I trust you. I don't trust or know anything about the Scarlet Cloaks.
I trust them.
Other
You'll
than
be
they've
with
now
me the whole
burned
time,
out
yes,
to-
Raina?
Yes, I would be with you the whole time, and I trust them. All right. So now we go question Henry.
I suppose so.
Righto. She walks you out, and you head to the hallway of cells yet again. Henry is still lying there, unconscious in his cell. Oh, gave him quite the beating, I see.
Mm.
He tried to
Never fight.
run.
He started it.
All right. She goes down the hallway a little bit next to a bench. She picks up this bucket filled with water, and she takes it and throws it on him in the cell.
Whoa.
He kind of gets up. He looks up at all of you.
What a. Sucks to suck.
Yeah, you're right, Emory. You're right.
What the fuck, man?
What? I'm sorry I stabbed you. You wouldn't let the fuck go.
You out there killing people now?
I'm not gonna speak without a magistrate.
I just like go to the back of the group.
Okay. He just is looking at all of you, smiling.
Does he have, like, I mean, he's working at the Velvet Pillow. What potential high up connections could he have?
At the as a server at the Velvet Pillow, none.
Can
You would think.
I'll say, I'm sorry that I'm doing this now. Should have done it earlier. I'll check him for stuff, whatever he's got on him.
Yeah, you go up and you check him. I mean, you took your. I would say you did this earlier. You
Okay,
know,
yeah.
I'll give you. I'll allow that. And you found the dagger that was on him, and you found hidden on the other side was a kitchen knife from the Velvet Pillow, the same type that was used in the first kill, if you remember.
Oh yeah.
Dang it.
Evidence.
Yeah. And
We did
and
find this on him. I would
he
give
was
that to
he was in the middle
Yeah.
of a serving job, so he didn't have any of his other stuff on him.
I mean,
We
I
did find
think-
this on him.
I think that you are in no position to bargain.
Mm. Man has his
And I
rights,
think you-
right.
Of course. But I think that you want to confess. And I'm gonna I'm gonna like have my hands like crackling lightning, like ready to shocking grasp, but not do it. And then I'm gonna cast thaumaturgy and make like whispers all around him, just be like,
Ooh.
confess, confess.
All right,
Oh.
roll an intimidation
dog.
check at advantage.
Ah, there you go.
Okay. Can I also make the shadows in the room kind of
Yeah, sure.
just for flavor?
Yeah, of course.
And some of those. Okay. At advantage. 17.
17. He definitely is like afraid of you harming him.
Mhm.
And he's like, he kind of like takes a step back and he like brushes aside the voices. Fucking stop that, you witch.
All right, you really don't need to go that far.
Oh, I'm
We're
sorry.
already
They
here.
hurt your
You're,
feelings.
Oh my
you're
God,
already
ew.
here.
Can I
This is
smack him?
gross. Yeah, what
He's
do you
in the
do?
he's in the cell. He's in the cell. Right
Yeah,
now.
ew,
Oh.
no. What? Just say it. You're already here. You've already told us.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Uh-huh.
No, hey, listen, this is totally fine. We can just get a really powerful, who can cast Zone of Truth? Clerics can do that. Druid, if we could find like
not today, though,
We
right?
could do it
I can
tomorrow.
do it tomorrow. I can do it tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
but-
not today.
I mean, we can just, it's gonna be,
Yeah, I guess you should do that then, huh?
Listen,
Hate
Reyna. Reyna.
if you're not working alone, if you could help us, we can help you. We're not cops.
Wait, so you would help me?
He's fucking
You help
me.
us.
That's so fucking weak of you.
I know it.
Ew.
Oh,
this guy's a
who
dick.
is
This guy
he?
sucks.
I
I know he's a murderer, but now he's a dick. I don't like this guy.
Actually, I was
You be a murderer is to be nice.
You see, I mean,
really conflicted
I think
about-
Emory, what you are seeing here is that like the Henry that you knew was an act, a very well manufactured, well cultivated, well practiced act that the Black Hat put on. You are seeing him in his true form now.
look to Rada. Is there a way we can get his address?
She looks at you and she says, "I'm sure Lila would have it. Yeah."
Great. All in favor of just ransacking his place and checking to see if he's got, organs stashed there?
Sure.
Oh, yes, actually, yes.
I do. So you're definitely gonna find some.
Okay, so that's a confession, right? Like, am I... What's...
Oh, I don't
Okay,
like
that's...
it.
Alright, fine. This is...
Yeah, fine. I killed 2 mothers who deserved it. He looks over at you, Emory. Come on. Both those kids have a better life right now than they had 3 days ago. Don't you think so?
For now.
I saved them. And you, above all people, should know what I saved them from. They deserved it. And I don't care that modern society is in disagreement with that. They deserved what they got. I didn't harm anybody who didn't deserve it. Until I stabbed you, Emory. And I do kind of feel a little bad about that. So good job. You got me. I'll tell the Goldhead everything.
Can I insight check if there's still information that he is hiding?
For sure. Roll an insight check.
16.
I'll say with a 16, you have a turning feeling in your stomach because of how eerie it is that he is being so forthcoming.
Yeah, that's like, yeah.
Yeah. I'll just
I don't
say,
know.
But I
Okay.
wouldn't say that that leads you to believe that he's hiding anything. I think that this is a type of person you've never seen before, and it's
Yeah.
unsettling. You don't get the sense that he's lying.
I think we've done all we need to here. I mean, he's confessed. I'll look at Reyna. Is there more that we need?
Reyna says, kind of shrugs. She says, "I'm head of the Securities Guild. I heard him confess. The Gold Hoods will take my word for it. I don't know what they'll do from there, but they will arrest him."
And perhaps we let them search his house. I mean, we don't need to get our hands any dirtier on this than they already are.
Yeah, for sure.
Can I just make my mage hand smack him in the face? I'm so fucking over
Sure,
it.
yeah. Sure, he gets smacked. Oh, Oh,
Just like by shadows, essentially.
He probably likes it.
buy me dinner next
Yeah.
time.
No!
I've got to get away from this man. I'm gonna just walk away.
Leave. I don't feel good. My tummy hurts.
Before we leave, I would like let the group like disperse if they were all leaving, and then I would just look at him and I would say, "What's it to you that these kids have a better life?"
Because they deserve what we didn't have. You may not remember me, but I remember you. I wasn't there long, but I remember the elf kid with the cut ears for sure.
Any recollection? Could I roll
As you start to think about it,
history check?
you start to remember this tall, lanky 15-year-old that was brought in by the city, who stayed with you for, I mean, maybe 2-3 months before he turned 16 and was let loose. At that time, and could be his real name, he went by Hank. And his last name was Whitley, as far as you remember, Hank Whitley. And you thought it was really funny that this like tall teenager was named Hank. And that's what you kind of like remember as he's staring at you. And he says, "You may not like my methods, but deep down, whether you like it or not, you approve of my results. I know you do. There's not much difference between you and me, Emory. We both kill people who deserve it."
As far as I know, I haven't orphaned any children, though.
But you've saved some. Just like me.
Well, have fun here for the rest of your life. Bye!
Will do. See
Fuck
you
you.
soon.
And I'll turn around and walk out.
Okay. All of you have now walked out into the lobby. You hear a... all right. And then another... And then nothing. And then Reyna walks out, kind of like flexing her right hand, shuts the door.
It's like, what?
Fair.
Victoria,
Nice.
keep an eye on that one. And she takes out a dagger, kind of spins it, puts it on the desk. Got it, boss.
Oh, Jesus.
That
That was Angie saying that.
Yeah, I figured. What do you guys do next?
That seemed too easy
Should
to
we-
everybody.
Yeah,
It did, but
Yes, it did.
we...
do you think we should go tell Felix not to get himself in trouble?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I also feel like we should check out his house. Even if maybe we don't take anything, but I feel like just to see if it connects to anything, I feel like it's worth looking at.
So, Felix first, probably.
Yeah.
Think so, and
Yes, I think so.
then yes, but just in terms of logistics, the gate, doing that, going back and forth through there would be a little.
That's true.
What time is it now?
At this point, you woke up, went to the orphanage, then went to the Copper Bolts, then went to the Velvet Pillow, then came here. We're probably talking about 1-2 in the afternoon.
Oh, damn.
Reyna,
Oh,
what
great. Does
time?
anybody want lunch?
What time do I need to be back here?
Meet me here, when the sun goes down.
All right.
We could go check out his house, go into the sewers, go to the orphanage.
Yeah. Just
True,
make sure
but
it's a
we
quick.
would need to go back to the Velvet Pillow and get his address.
Right.
I mean, well, no, that's not smart. Never mind.
You can sprint there in like 2 seconds, right?
I can get it out of him if you just want to come back.
Well, that would be like our next place to go, I think.
Sure.
Up to you.
Well, we
I mean,
can
it
always
seems
go
like-
to the Velvet Pillow, get his address, plan that for tomorrow.
I want to get there before the
Sure.
gold cloaks get there.
Yeah. I don't. Yeah. Before word gets out.
I would tell
I mean,
him. I can wait.
right.
If it wouldn't compromise anything about the case.
Victoria, when was he found? Victoria says, I think we got him tomorrow, right? And Rowina says,
We'll go
Oh,
first thing in
sounds
the
about right.
morning
Victoria.
before first light, like really early in the morning.
Yes. So are we going to let Raina get the address out of him then?
Yeah. And
No,
then we
tell
should.
you-
You
I
can
can-
pick it up.
I can tell you when you come
back.
tonight. All of you can
Yes.
come
Yes.
if you want to hear, but Rowina and I are going to go alone.
Well, at that point,
But so we should head on over to.
orphanage.
Yep.
Yes.
The sooner the better, I think.
All
Agreed.
right, for the sake
Probably.
of brevity,
I mean, probably sewer entrance.
yeah.
Yeah.
I will say with the sewer entrance, you're gonna have to go from the sewers to the Ravens HQ and then go up
Mm.
and then go to the orphanage, which is fine. It's just gonna take a little bit longer.
Safe.
Gives us less of a chance of getting
we'll do
caught at the
that.
gate.
We'll do
Yeah.
that. Yeah. And then Rowena's probably going to want to go back through the sewers to get to the Securities Guild.
Okay.
Do you want us to come with you, Rowina?
Oh, I mean, you would only be able to stay here. You wouldn't actually be able to come with me. So
I would feel better if we were closer by.
where will we be? I'll look at Raina. Where will we be meeting them?
I don't know if any of us should travel alone in the city at night.
Right.
Yes, so you all can come with me here and then perhaps follow us and find a place nearby.
We can stay. I mean, we can stay at the House
We
of
could also
Balance
go to the House
overnight,
of Balance and wait for you. Yes.
That's true, yes.
Let's
so we
do
can
that.
place. We don't have to go outside overnight.
We'll get you there. We'll go to the House of Balance, and Raina will make sure to get you to the House of Balance
Cool.
tonight.
All right.
All right.
Well, we will be
Finish
back.
first, then
Go to
back
the
in.
orphanage then.
Okay. For the sake of brevity, you all find yourselves in a nearby
Sure.
alleyway where you go down into the sewers and then out the city itself through the Ravens HQ, eventually finding your way to the Beard family farm. Yes, Emory.
While we're at the Ravens HQ, would Alistair have made sandwiches?
Yes. Alistair had
Okay,
some
I
lunch. They're a
grab-
little lukewarm by the time you get
Yeah.
there, but you grab a few, scarf
grab
those
some,
down.
yeah. And I have a
Alice,
stale
thank you so
bag
much.
of
Alistair's not there.
popcorn.
He makes the food and he walks away.
That for him.
I still say that.
Boundaries. I'm a big fan.
I would grab a bag of stale popped corn from my room.
Okay.
And as we're walking to the orphanage, offer some to Aeliana.
Thanks.
Are you doing okay?
Yes.
This is a lot. This is more than I've done.
Yeah, I'm fine. Are you all right?
Yeah. Absolutely. 100%. Great.
She's gonna look
Tomorrow
at
I'll
you
be sore, probably.
really long in the eyes.
What?
Straight on in the eyes. Look at you.
What's the matter? What are you looking at?
Are you sure you're all right? You're not pushing this down or something?
Pushing what down?
Everything we've seen today.
Oh. I mean, yeah, it's a lot more than I've done, but it's not more than I've seen.
Okay.
Okay.
She'll take some of the popcorn and
All right.
grimace a little because it's stale, but like she'll eat it.
But the butter like cakes in, right? It's pretty
Yeah,
good.
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Okay. You make your way to the Beard family farm.
Ugh.
You are at the exterior. I would say it's getting closer to evening. You don't see anybody outside. What do you do?
They're all gonna be
Should go
inside,
back in
probably.
there.
Oh, actually,
Dinner.
you're back
Oh,
outside.
okay, yeah.
So,
What?
I don't think we should go back in there.
No, absolutely
Yeah.
not. We should stay very far away, actually. Maybe we should watch.
I
Yeah.
think maybe one of us just needs to sneak in and let him know.
I mean, Emory. Sorry, not to volunteer, but
Okay.
Do you mind?
it's just a quick hey, don't do anything.
We figured it out.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Stick your head in, stick your head out. That's all.
Yeah.
You got this.
All right, Emory, roll me a stealth check.
The stakes feel high.
Can I give, I'm gonna give them Bardic.
Yeah, what do you do?
Why not?
How do you give them Bardic in this moment?
Gonna be just, maybe she takes your hand and just, like, gives it a little squeeze, like, you've seen it all already. And, like, maybe a little bit of, like, black ink kind of blooms for a minute
And that's a
on your
D8.
palm.
It's a D8.
D6.
D6. Oh yeah, sorry.
D6.
I'm only level 3.
Did we level up?
What a shame.
No.
Did we level up yet? Because
No.
then it would be the D6.
Stealth check is an 18.
18. Yeah, you get up the wagon, empty wagon, up onto the roof of the kind of balcony patio there. Get up to the window. You look inside. You see that this is the time in between work and dinner, and so it's actually just kind of a chill time. And you do see 4 people in there, including Felix.
I've never. None of the other kids have been awake.
Yeah.
Since I've been there. Are any of them the 2 kids that would have seen me earlier?
Actually, yes. It kind of seems like he stays with the younger kids. So there's the 2 that you saw earlier, and then like a 5-year-old girl who is over in the corner just kind of playing with some toys. And the three boys are kind of. I mean, he's 15, so he's much bigger than them. So he's not actually roughhousing, but they're roughhousing.
Yeah. I'll like on the door or on the.
Felix looks over. The other kids, the one with the long blonde hair. Emory!
Shut up!
Felix,
God!
you like it takes them a minute to open the door because Felix is like see him like
Yeah.
intensely saying something to that kid, and then he walks over and he opens up the window. Hey, what's up?
Okay. Abandon your mission. Abandon your mission.
Okay.
We think we caught him.
Really?
Yeah. We think.
Oh.
We think. I don't know. Oliver said it might be too easy. I
But-
kind of agree.
But I thought you were looking for a book.
Yes. Yep. That's what we were looking for.
And you found the book?
We found the book, and it was too easy.
When were you here? Man, you really are sneaky.
Yep. Oh boy.
Okay, well,
You
was Rowina
are
like? Did you like
so
impress?
prepared.
Did you impress Rowina?
No, she actually is really doesn't
Disappointed it
think too
wasn't
highly
me?
of me. Yeah, she said that it probably would have been better if you were there. No, you idiot. Get
What?
her out of your head.
What?
She's way too old for you, man.
I don't know what you're talking about. Ew.
You like her.
She's just pretty.
Disgusting.
Have you kissed her?
Have I? No. Have I kissed her? Why would I want to kiss her?
Oh, why wouldn't you want to kiss her?
Because she's my friend and we're working together.
Oh.
Ugh, you gotta get it together when you go out there. You can't just be traipsing all over the city with your.
What does
frickin-
that mean?
Exactly. See, there you go. Read a freaking book or something.
I read lots of books. You give them to me, but none of them
Yeah,
have words
well,
like trapezing or whatever you said.
Traipsing. It's like, you know, when you're. I don't have time for this. Okay.
What?
All I'm saying, abort the mission. Don't get yourself in trouble. Keep these kids safe. You, stop yelling my name. Okay? Don't. Yeah. Anytime you see me, just shut right up. I'm done with this. You gotta keep yourself safe too. No, you're good. Don't. Oh my god. I forgot how much I
Well, you
loved
can't.
it. God, okay.
You can't be mean to them.
Yes, I can, because the world is going to be, so
They're already.
make sure they know that.
Trust me, they
Bye.
live here. They know. He raised it back up. Tell Rowina I said hi. And he shuts the.
Shut up!
You head on back to your group.
And I traipse all the way there. Okay. I'll look at Danny. He's not gonna get in trouble. Rowina, he definitely is in love with you.
Oh.
Please,
Oh.
I know you wouldn't, but yeah, I mean,
Oh my god, no, he's a child.
yeah,
You
that's
don't
what I
have to-
said. I told him to get the fuck
Yeah.
over it.
It's very sweet, though.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Okay, let's get out of here, please. Can we go?
Where are we going
Where are
next?
we
We're
going
back
now?
to the
Going back
Taking-
into this.
Taking
Way of
her
balance.
to the Securities Guild,
House of Balance.
dropping her off with Reyna, then we're going to the House of Balance to wait
I
till
don't-
she goes.
I don't
But we have a-
necessarily want to wait at the House of Balance.
We also
like to be
have
closer
a good
by.
amount of time until sundown.
No.
Actually, you don't. It's early fall.
By the time we
Oh.
get there, it's gonna be
No, we don't.
pretty late.
We kind of gotta go now.
Because it took you a little over an hour to get to the orphanage. It's going to take you
Yeah.
a little over an hour to get back.
I'm sure that you guys could follow from a distance and find a place nearby to hide to at least know where we're going to be.
Right.
Or Reyna could just tell us. I just don't want, the Scar Close to see us coming, and then that's why they
And then the whole
don't
thing gets-
want
I
to.
mean, we could stay far away, but who knows how close the House of Balance is to it, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Plus, we gotta cross that thing, and that's kind of terrifying, so.
Well, no, I mean, if we're going through the sewers again, then. Oh, you mean the bridge? See, but it gets
Right.
easier. It gets easier every time.
Nope.
No,
I haven't.
Basically,
Yeah,
yes.
I'm
Maybe
gonna.
mechanically, but
I'm gonna tell
I
you.
saw Oliver cry last time.
What?
hey,
Oh,
Think
okay.
what?
private tears.
Sure.
Sorry,
Cool.
sorry. I didn't see him cry. That was a lie. So we're going,
yes.
and we'll follow
Security.
behind, and we'll
Miss
find a
Security's
place
Guild.
that's closer.
All right. So
Emory
you
sings
make
that
your
now,
way,
all the way.
back to the Securities Guild through the sewers. It is a long trek, but it is a safe one, so no rolls or anything required. Because you're going through the sewers, you go practically like to the sewer grate closest to the Securities Guild, and you make your way back there. As you get into view of the Securities Guild, you see that standing outside, a little bit away from the entrance, are a pair of bronze soldiers who are kind of talking to each other, and they're standing next to a wagon, and they seem to be like talking and kind of looking at the door as if they're waiting for something. And they're just kind of talking and chatting.
At the door of the Securities Guild?
Yeah. A little bit further away though, so like you could go up there. They might see you and might say something, but they're not like blocking the door.
Fine, so
Yeah. I say we just go for it. Make it look
Yep.
like we know what we're doing.
We're not hiding.
Okay.
What we're doing.
You walk up. They
I
don't
definitely
say
have my
anything
hood
to
up.
We have this. We still have the security guilds.
Right.
you. Yeah.
Yep.
They don't say anything to you. I'm assuming Rowina and Danny have their hoods up. And as you walk inside, you see that Rowina is there currently. Reyna is there currently talking to two other bronze members.
Oh, no.
Who like turn and kind of look over their shoulders briefly in your direction, and Reyna's her eyes just kind of go wide, and she says, "Wait in my office, please."
Yeah.
And you all head over to her office. From there, you can kind of hear the rest of the conversation.
Yeah.
And she says, "And really, that's it. I came back and." Well, I came in the room, and she was gone, and he was just sitting there. They kind of, there's like some mumbling between them, and the captain says, "All right, well, thanks for letting us know, Rowina. We'll go get them ready." And you hear the two soldiers talking at the main desk walk across and into the hallway with the cells. Rowina steps, just kind of like opens the door to the office, but like stays in the doorway.
What's
Why didn't you
going
tell
on?
me he was a magic user?
We
We didn't know.
didn't
No.
know.
Ah.
What? What?
What
Fuck.
happened?
What'd he do?
Killed Victoria.
Should have known he wasn't gonna be safe in there. I knew it.
What?
Ah.
The sickening thing is, I walked in, the cell door was open, her body was laying there, and he was just sitting in the cell laughing. He just did it because he wanted to.
I'm so sorry, Rena. We had no idea.
She does look at all of you kind of like, there's some anger there, but she quickly let it subside. It's okay, you didn't.
There was no
You didn't
magic
know.
at
I
the
understand.
first sight we checked.
It's not common. You shouldn't have known. There's no reason for you to have known. I should have been more careful. It's my fault.
Nobody's fault but his.
Where is he now?
They're taking him.
I'll fucking kill him.
Do you want to postpone our meeting?
No, I can't do that.
Does this mean we need to speed up our... I mean, is going to his place even on the table anymore?
Too risky.
You could if you...
Yeah.
They might not go tonight.
But they
hold on.
might, and you don't
Aeliana,
want to
if you're
get caught
talking,
there.
I don't hear you. I didn't know if you were like mumbling to yourself or actually talking.
We could go while. I don't know.
While
How far
Rowina's...
away?
We could split the party and have some people go scout out
Rowina
and
will
some
be
people
with
go to the
Rowina.
house.
They need... We can't... No matter what, we can't be in the room with
know.
Rowina.
But what
All
are the
of it.
chances that they
We
do?
might as well do something do something with the time instead of just
I agree.
hanging out as near as possible. We have to...
But what are the chances that they do search
Right.
us home tonight? The last thing that we need is for half our party to get caught inside the apartment of a guilty man.
Then I'll do it. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. I'm sneaky. I can get out of places. It doesn't
No,
matter.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't
By
do it. I'm just
yourself?
asking.
So what?
I'll go with you.
Okay.
Oliver and Aeliana can stay, and we'll meet back up. But none of us should be going alone.
Agreed. None of you should be alone.
Pairs. Hope for the best.
I mean, now we know where each other will be, so if we don't
Right.
show up back up, then
Do we want to have a time to meet, and if we're not there, we, sound the alarm?
The meeting with the Scarlet Cloak should take no more than an hour.
So we need to be back at, let's say, House of Balance by 7:30. The meeting's at
Morning?
6.
Oh.
No, at night.
Oh, maybe a little bit later, travel time.
9.
Yeah, no, 9.
if we don't show up by 9, all parties are not back by 9,
Something's wrong.
something's wrong.
Sure.
Everyone remembers how to get into house. We're all very
Yeah.
clear on that. Okay.
Yeah.
I wrote
Well,
it
do
down.
we know the code with the bricks?
Yep. Got
Oh,
it.
all right. Great.
What
Do
if
you,
you
Rowena?
don't?
Because you're going to be alone.
I mean, I've seen him do it twice. What I remember.
I'll also tell her again.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll practice it all together.
I'll give her the
Yeah.
musical cue that I use in my head. I was it's basically this. It's
Well,
Okay.
Aeliana and Oliver are also waiting for Rowena.
We're gonna
so
be
imagine
scouting
Oh,
we'll
true.
Far.
True.
meet
We're
up
gonna
with
get her
Rowena.
ready
Oh,
to
yeah.
go.
Okay, so as you guys are talking, you hear squeaking wheels as rolling out on a cart, tied completely
Ew.
with his
Hannibal
Hannibal
hands.
Lecter style.
His hands
Cannibal.
down, his fingers,
Hilarious.
like he's wearing. There's the magic cuffs that like spread the
Yeah.
fingers to full spread.
Amazing.
He has a gag on
Ugh.
him,
Nice.
and he just he sees all of you as he's like kind of getting wheeled out, and he just starts laughing slowly,
No, I'm not looking at it.
and
I'm
then
not
he
looking at
gets
it.
wheeled out, and the door is shut.
Fuck that dude.
Fuck
Fuck
that,
that
dude.
dude.
Yes.
A creep. Jesus.
He'll probably tried and murdered.
Gives
Even if we
magic users a
wasn't-
bad name.
Yeah, even if he wasn't working alone, we at least got him off the streets for now.
Agreed. All right, Rowina, are you ready for our little journey?
As I will ever be.
Would Reyna have told us his address so that we could?
She did not get his address.
Well, okay.
Oh, what?
So we'll
Okay, so
go
then you have to
to
go back to
the-
the
You
Velvet
guys can go
Pillow
get
and
it.
then there.
I mean, at this point, it's like, what the fuck? Like, what's?
You're so fast, Danny. You are so
You are
fast.
so fast, Daddy. You can do it.
Oh, I just
can be
run.
fast
run.
too.
Just run.
Emery, are you running with Danny, trying to keep up? Okay.
Yeah, but
Until
I
we get
stab
spells to
wounds.
tell-
I'm gonna say the
You
only
are
reason that
teleport.
Emery can keep up is because he knows literally like the alleyways of this city, like the
Yeah.
back of his
Yeah.
hand. So he just keeps like going through alleyways and like cutting Danny off at
Catching
certain
up.
places, like to catch up.
Am I bleeding again though? Because I still have not healed.
No, you're not actively bleeding, but you're like you got like a
I
stitch
would
in
have
your side
given you, if
times
you
10.
aren't. Hey, I can give you.
Yeah, do you need to be healed?
Yeah, let me hit you with a cure wounds here real quick before
Okay.
you leave.
That would be so nice. Aeliana specifically.
Son of a bitch. There was only one of the diamonds plus 3, so 4.
Oh,
Sorry.
Do you
Sure.
do you require more assistance?
nah. I'm like 3/4.
Alright, you're fine. Call me if you I don't know, go
All
listen
right,
to
Okay.
so you and Danny run off. Rowina looks at the two of you, Oliver and Aeliana, and she says, "I can stop you when we are close, but you cannot know the exact location."
Fine, I guess. Is there like a cafe or something nearby?
Sure.
Like an alleyway? Alright.
It's near the Master Square. That's where you can stay.
Okay.
Okay.
And she takes you in the opposite direction of the city, and she takes you guys close to Master's Square. We'll go ahead and go with Emory and Danny first, I suppose, since the two of you are faster.
They're so
You
fast.
sprint through the rainy city, eventually making it to the Velvet Pillow. You can already hear music and people inside, so there are patrons and stuff. It is night, but you are standing outside of the Velvet Pillow.
I mean, get as soon, like I just want it as efficiently as possible. Get in, ask where's his address, and then go straight to the address.
Okay, so you walk into the Velvet Pillow. You see a bunch of patrons, and behind the desk you see the bartender
Chuck.
from no, not Chuck.
Or no, Chuck was the cook.
Yeah,
Darren?
correct. You
Yeah, my guy.
The bartender Darren Riker standing behind the desk, and he's currently standing there. Hello, welcome to.
Hey, Darren.
Welcome to the Velvet Pillow. What can I do for you?
Hey, man. Don't know if you remember me from the other night. Good to see you, man.
Yeah, definitely couldn't forget the guy who was kicking ass out here and had blue skin. So.
Yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hey, is Lilo around?
Yeah, she's occupado. Yeah, for the moment.
With what?
She's in audience upstairs in the study.
Ah.
No, not now. No.
I was like, she doesn't do that.
No.
Does she?
She's talking to Liana Sildor. Got this big fuck with her too.
Oh, we should get. Okay, bye.
Is there a place where I would know we keep employee records, like the applications or like.
Yeah, for sure.
anything
Like in the
that-
desk. Yeah.
Oh, in the front desk.
Yeah, that Darren
Where-
is standing at. Yeah.
Darren,
Emory.
remember Henry?
Yeah. Lila said that
He's
you guys
Fucking
fought him and took him away, and that he confessed to killing
Psycho.
people.
Yeah, he killed the Securities Guild receptionist today.
What?
Yeah, they wheeled him
Henry?
the bronze. Yeah, I'm
You're
saying.
fucking with me.
I'm not fucking with you, right? Danny knows. Danny was.
So this blood that's kind of just hardened on my knuckles, that's his. That's not great proof. But I did punch him really hard.
Really hard.
In pursuit of justice. Like it was a justified punching.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, sure. Yeah, that's crazy.
So hey, my guy, if you could tell us where, if you could just get employee records address so we can.
We're on with the Securities Guild.
And on a time crunch, if
Yeah.
Oh,
We're doing
yeah,
some work.
sure. It takes him about 5 full minutes to search,
Jesus
to,
fuck.
to search the desk and finally find the book. Oh, here it is. Yeah, sorry. There we go. I forgot his
Thank
last
you.
name was Whitcomb.
Yeah,
And you
idiot last name.
you find his
You want to know
address.
his first real name?
What?
Hank.
Hank's a nickname for Henry. I've heard that before.
yeah.
But Hank, that sounds like a grandpa, right?
I guess you're right. Yeah.
All right.
Okay,
Hey,
bye.
Wait, I'm gonna be Grandpa Darren.
awesome. Nice to meet you, Darren. Again. Shit. Fuck.
Okay,
All right.
I'll tell Lila you were here.
No, don't do that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
I'll grab Danny, and like drag him out.
All right, you leave. Cutting back
You
to
like him?
No, Fox was upstairs, and I wanted to get the fuck out of there before Big, Gray, and Deadly was gonna kill us again. No,
Okay. Yeah.
Brain deadly.
Okay, so you are running it again. Where are you running to? The address?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are you? Wait, sorry. Are you meeting at the House of Balance before going to the address, or are you going to the
No.
address first?
Address first.
Okay, cool.
Get the shit done there. Then collect once we're all finished with our stuff. Then we're meeting at the house.
Perfect. So you head to the address. I'm actually going to go ahead and continue with you guys.
Yeah,
So
a heist.
you are running your way through the
I'm
city.
getting better at this.
I will say, Emory, there are a surprising amount of bronze soldiers that are
Oh, I hate
patrolling throughout the docks district. Usually you barely see people at the docks district because it's usually run, or usually you barely see gold hoods at the docks district because it's run by the docksmen usually. And you see no docksmen that you can see.
Yikes.
I'm remembering that most of them are currently outside of the main gates of Dariak. But you eventually get through to a small street that doesn't have any active people patrolling it, where Henry's address is.
All right. Just quick. So is Henry's address like on a first level? Is it up on a like what kind of structure are we talking here?
It looks to be like an apartment type setup, and his is on the first floor.
Just buzz all the doors.
Yeah. His is on the first floor. There does seem to be an open, like, you can't, like, anybody from the public could just access, like, the staircase. Like, there's no, like, buzzing situation. But you open the door, get up to a staircase, or look at a staircase, but his door is apparently right as you enter.
Is it locked?
It is locked.
Is there a exterior window that seems to lead into that particular?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's an exterior window.
I would just do a quick sweep to make see if there's any visible traps, anything.
Yeah, roll a perception check.
Okay. 17.
17. Don't see any obvious traps or signs of movement or life or any kind.
I will tell that to Emory, but just you're probably better at looking at traps than I am. So we're in, we're out. Just looking for hard evidence.
Sick.
Yeah.
I have thieves' tools. Could I pick the lock?
Yeah. You can definitely try. Roll thieves tools check. Basically, that's going to be your dexterity plus proficiency bonus.
I've never had thieves tools before. This is exciting. It's proficiency and dexterity.
Yeah. So for you, I think that's a 6.
That's
Angie. Oh.
8 total.
Use your
Oh, but
bardic?
I have my bardic.
Yeah. Well, has it been 10 minutes? Isn't it a 10-minute thing? Bardic inspiration?
10 minutes?
Pretty sure, and it's definitely
What
been
is
10
this
minutes.
even Yes,
Yeah,
what is
it's
this
only 10
even
minutes.
used for? Oh.
In combat, mostly.
This is
Or
Yeah.
right
dumb.
away.
Damn, that sucks.
Could I
didn't
have
use it
been?
before.
Could I have been trying to help? And
How would you help?
I would have seen people use thieves' tools many times, and just kind of behind Emory, being like, "You actually
Have
probably
you
want
seen
to."
this kind of lock before? This is weird. I don't know
I mean,
this
it's a
lock.
very, it's like
Alright,
it's a home. It's a
I
basic
guess
thing.
I'll give you advantage.
Just
I
You're
get
too
it.
nice, sir. Too nice.
I know.
It's the help action.
It was worse. Danny, I don't think you've seen this kind of
Hey,
lock
Did you
before.
roll a 2 and a 1?
No. I rolled a 5 and a 4, I think. I don't remember the first
Well,
one.
if you rolled that, so what's your? If you're adding your dex and your proficiency, then what's the
11.
total? Yeah.
No.
5 plus 6.
No, then it was a 2, so it wasn't worse.
Oh.
So it was 6, 7, 8 the first time, so then 4 plus 6, so 10.
10 total?
Yeah.
With a 10, you unlock it.
Yeah. Okay, that gets me, for assuming that low means bad.
I was like, yeah, always we
Always give the final
ask
result.
ask
Always give the
DM before you're like,
Beautiful.
no. I do that all the time.
So yes, then, when Danny tells me what kind of lock it is, then I, I'm
Oh,
like,
actually,
oh,
this
cool.
looks like that's actually a Savonian lock. That's not a Dariat lock.
So I just twist it up instead of to the
Yeah,
side,
exactly.
but-
Yeah. You open the door. Door swings open.
I wait. See if anything
Nothing happens. Nothing
I'll
occurs.
peek in.
Peek in. You see immediately
Traps.
a kitchen. You see
A girlfriend.
what basically looks like
He's an incel.
Yeah.
in like today's terms, what would be like a house that is like having open houses right now. It's like completely barren of personality. It only has the
Ew.
bare necessities of what is
What a
needed.
fuck.
You
Picture
see
frames,
it-
but it's like the stock picture that you get. Like,
no pictures actually whatsoever. You do see a drying rack with a single plate, a single cup, a single fork, a single spoon.
this isn't his real address, is it?
And yeah, that's what you see as you walk in.
No, he's just a freak.
Initially.
He probably just eats at the velvet pillow.
Okay, we need to be. And I'm gonna give us 30 seconds.
Okay.
We're both
Alright.
quick. We can do this.
I look for uteruses.
Roll either one of you roll an investigation check at advantage, or both roll investigation checks.
I'm
Going in
not.
my notes.
I'm not great at investigation.
I have
Okay.
+5.
All right.
You
so-
you should roll it at advantage because I'm shit at investigation.
Ooh, that is an 17, right?
with a
12
17.
plus 5.
In the cabinets in the kitchen and stuff, you find just like normal, everyday food, and stuff that is like not a lot of stuff can be preserved in this time, and there's not like a refrigerator, so you don't find much. A lot of people like buy their food that morning that they're going to cook that night, and like there's not even a lot of food in their house. You see that it is a studio apartment basically. So on the other side of the room is his bedroom. You find a you find a desk. You find a nightstand. On that nightstand, you find a journal.
Are you describing my apartment?
No, I'm not.
This is how we out Angie as a serial killer.
Yeah.
Yes!
And I will also say you find a journal that is has like a leather strap that like locks it, but it's literally like a turn thing. It's not like a locked thing. And underneath the bed, you feel a cold draft coming from underneath the bed.
We gotta move this, Danny.
Yep.
You move the bed. There's clearly like cold air coming from underneath the floorboards under this bed.
Pry it open.
You start to pry it open with your daggers, I'll say. Easily enough, you know, you're able to start prying it open.
Yeah, I got a sickle. I can just...
Yeah. You see a like 3 foot by 1.5 foot metal box. And it is very cold.
Ew. Does it have a hazmat sign on the front?
It does not.
God. I like look at Danny. Do you want to open it?
No.
Do we even want to open it? Do we know what's in here?
I mean, probably should check just to make sure we're not... like, he has a secret, I don't know, ham stash that he likes to keep under his bed.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just make sure that it's actually, like, organs and shit, and that so we're not, you know, showing up with hot evidence and it's someone's dinner.
Okay. Well.
Is it trapped?
Roll an investigation check.
12.
You don't think so?
Cool. I'll stand back. Yeah, I think it's fine, but like stand a few feet back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll open it.
You open it. Inside is a bunch of ice. As well as 4 things. There are Emory.
What? Would it change if it had been?
Would you know what a uterus looks like outside of the body?
Absolutely not.
So you see 3 organs that you're not quite sure what they are. And then you see a phallic organ as well.
Yep.
I like slowly just shut the box. And I don't make eye contact with Danny.
Did I see what was in the box?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Don't even say anything. Yeah, well, let's
That was a
let's not talk about this.
got it. Yep.
Alright, so you...
Is that what they look like?
If you're unlucky. Sorry, no disrespect.
No, yeah.
That was sad. That was a bummer for I'm sorry for that person. Yeah, that's a bummer. On
both accounts. Jesus Christ. There was 4 of them?
That's the other problem is we only know really 2 because we don't know we didn't hear any I don't want to think I'm having a hard time with the last one.
Yeah,
I just need to get my mind off that.
Let's smash, get it up. Let's go.
So you take the metal box with you?
Is it really heavy?
It's 3 feet by 1.5 feet. So it's not super heavy. You can take it, but it's a big box you're both carrying. Either one of you's kind of struggling, or both of you are.
I think we can both have have an arm on it.
It's gonna be kind of conspicuous, though, right?
A little bit.
Flash the little securities guild. Well, okay, let's try to be stealthy. It's dark, so we're not in broad daylight. We can try to be stealthy with it, and if anyone comes up, we can say the securities thing, which is true.
Yeah.
We are providing this just to the. Well, we'll head to the House of Balance first, but this is still going to Rowina, so it's not technically lying that if we say like we're with the securities guild, because it is ultimately going to her. So, yes, does that sound good?
So we're taking it in the box.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to leave it here.
Well, yeah. Let's go.
Okay.
All right, you both leave.
Sneaky people.
We will cut back to you. Right now, we cut back to the rest of our friends, currently heading towards Master Square. Once you arrive at Master Square, Rowina kind of looks at you two, Aeliana and Oliver, and says, "This is where we leave you."
Okay. If you need us, signal us in some way. We'll be ready.
I'll have a
I don't
way.
know.
I'll have a way.
Yeah.
Rowina, and she leads you off.
Okay.
What do the two of you do, Aeliana and Oliver? Let me. Do either of you attempt to
Bar or
continue to follow?
something.
Do either of you attempt to follow?
No.
You
And
don't
I
wanna
will
follow
try
them?
to not. I will try to not let Oliver go. No.
What if they need our help?
They said that they have it. You have to learn
Right.
how to trust people.
Okay.
Okay.
I trust you.
All right. Rowina, you are taken. First of all, Reyna takes a main street and then immediately cuts into an alleyway and sits there and waits. All right, good for them. And she continues to take you. She goes only through alleyways.
All right.
So,
Can I do my best to really take mental note of where every turn we make in case I were to need to make my way back by myself for some reason?
For sure, we can roll in case that we can roll when that comes.
Yeah.
And when that needs to happen, if it needs to happen. So she takes you throughout some alleyways, and then eventually you come across a brown door that she comes up to, and she knocks, and you see a figure open the door. This figure is dressed all in scarlet red armor, and has a hood up, obscuring their face. They are armed, and they kind of look out the door, and Reyna just looks at them, and the Scarlet Cloak kind of nods and steps inside and leaves the door open for you. You walk inside, and you seem to be on the first floor of a house. Very quaint, very kind of bare house. Even without rolling, I'm going to say that you get the sense that this is a meeting spot.
Yeah.
And not necessarily where this person actually exists.
Fair.
But at the table, you see a woman sitting there. She's currently sitting with her hands interlaced in front of her, long red scarlet cloak, gray hair pulled back, an older black woman, and Reyna kind of introduces her and says, "Rowina, this is my mother, Waedra Plinth." And Waedra kind of stands up, and she looks over, and she says, "Rowina, it is a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is mine, surely.
Please, take a seat."
I'll sit.
You sit. Waedra walks over to Reyna, puts a hand on her face. "Thank you, daughter. You can wait outside." And Reyna just nods and leaves. Waedra sits down across from you. "Rowina."
I'm very glad to be able to meet you. I don't know if you knew, but I was good friends with Katana, and she introduced me to Evelyn the night of the attack, and Evelyn promised I could meet her sisters, so I'm
Yes.
grateful to be able to do that.
Yes, I am one of her sisters. Evelyn spoke highly of you. Katana seemed hopeful. She's sorely missed.
Yes, she
And
is.
we are making sure she did not die in vain.
That is why I'm here, to be honest. It seems that if any group in the city would have a reason to bring down the seal doors, it would be you.
And why do you suppose that is?
Because it seems that they're responsible for the deaths of more than one of your sisters. And that can't go unjudged.
They're definitely responsible for the death of one, at least. But there's a bigger reason why we have to go after the seal doors, something that you've uncovered yourself. What is that, Rowina?
I mean...
Magic users. They're
Yes, and it
targeting
seems as though...
magic users.
Seems as though they are trying to pin it on you. And I don't know much about
What do you mean by
I
that?
don't...
How are they trying to pin it on us?
I've just seen large plumes of red smoke in the last few days.
Oh, darling, that was us. We are
Oh.
burning down every building we know is under their control. Or was under their control. Just to make sure.
I'm
We
here
are sending a
because
statement to them.
I think that we have similar interests, and I think that the group that I have begun to surround myself with may have similar interests to you, and I find myself in the middle, and I think that it might be advantageous for us to help each other.
I agree, Rowina.
Can I make an insight check?
Yeah, please.
Is her, like, slyness, like... I don't know, it seems shitty, and I want to know if it's shitty.
Okay.
I rolled an 8.
She seems just very excited.
Oh, okay.
What did you have in mind?
Well, you seem to already be setting forth on a plan, so perhaps I should be asking you that question.
Our plan is purely a presentational one. We don't currently have an inn with the seal doors. We've been looking for one for quite some time. We thought Kitana was going to be our way. I hear that you've convinced my daughter to run for the council, though.
Yes, we think that that might be a good inn.
I think that it could be very
Seems that that might be
beneficial.
the best way to take them down.
I couldn't agree more. The question is, Rowina, are you and your friends on our side?
We share similar interests. If by side you mean if we are against the seal doors, then yes. I don't think there are two sides to any situation.
But you agree that dismantling the seal doors and bringing them down from their high horse is of the utmost importance.
I do agree. I might disagree with some of your ways.
You're young. But I can tell.
I may be young, but I know quite a bit.
I can tell. I can tell you've seen a lot. Have you seen what they do to our kind? Does a rage not fill you, sister?
It does. But I can't see... I can't see how...
When she says that, when she says, have you not seen how they treat us?
She knows something?
No, just when she says that, and when she says, does a rage not fill you, what is Rowina thinking about?
I think Rowena is thinking about the last time that she was filled with rage and acted purely based on rage. I think that she also has learned a lot from that situation and is thinking about, seeing Copperbolt outside of his establishment, distraught that his business was being burned down, seeing the two older people being carried out of their houses, and
don't worry
I
about
think
them.
that
Don't worry about them. Think of those boys. You did
I'm sorry,
the right
what?
thing. You did the right thing, Rowena. And
How do you...
she kind of points up to her mind. Fellow magic user. Your surface level thoughts are at my disposal at the moment. I'm sure you don't mind. I have to see if I can trust you.
But I'm sure you can tell that what is in my mind is that while the seal doors do need to be brought down, and they do need to be brought down quickly, it should not be done at the expense of innocent people.
Innocent? Innocent? What do you know of that older couple that was killed in the fire? What do you know of them?
Nothing. What do you know of them?
More than you. And I would hold your
What do you
tongue
know
on
of
things
them?
that you don't know about.
Well, if we are going to work together, and if you truly think that this is a good idea, then
Let me get one
we
thing
need to be on the
clear,
same page.
Rowina. I'm very interested in working with you. I think with our help, you could be something special. I think that together, with our help, and with yours, we could take down the seal doors. But let me make one thing crystal clear. You are a child in this world. I am capable of things that would strike fear in your heart. You would not be working with us. You would be working for us. But I do believe it could be beneficial for both of us. And I have nothing but great intentions for you, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Use whatever spell that you want, and it will find out to be the truth. I want great things for you, Rowina. I want great things for all my sisters. I want us to stop being oppressed, looked down on, spat on. It is time for us to rise.
I have no doubt of what you are capable of, and I have no doubt that we could work well together in this. But I have no interest in putting my fate in the hands of an organization. I have no interest in having my fate in anybody's hands but my own.
It is understandable. I'm not asking you to put your fate into anyone else's hands but your own. I'm simply asking you to know your place.
Perhaps coming here was a mistake.
Unfortunate. Goodbye, Rowina.
If you...
Goodbye.
Okay, I'll leave.
You stand up and walk out. You walk outside. You find yourself in the rain once more.
I'm gonna walk right past Rowina.
Okay, she runs up and catches up to you. How'd it go? What was you seem upset.
Your mother's quite the woman.
Yeah, she's aggressive, I guess you could say. Do we have their help?
I don't think they were interested in simply helping.
What do you mean?
I think they want to do this on their terms and only their terms, and I think you know the rest of us well enough to know that that's not going to work.
But they're a trustworthy group. We could use my mother's connections.
Are they, Rowina?
She grabs you and stops you. Yes. They are. That's my mother you're talking about.
I know.
Have I done nothing but help you this entire time? Have I not saved your life?
I trust you, Rowina. I trust you. But I don't think my interests are aligned with theirs.
Then perhaps your interests aren't aligned with mine.
I hope you change your mind on that. I need to get back to the group.
She just stares at you.
Rowina, can I ask you a question?
What?
How do you feel about the methods that your mother uses for bringing justice?
I feel they're better than the methods the Seal Doors use.
I agree. But do you think they're the right method? There's more than 2 ways to do something.
Where are you from, Rowina?
I don't know why that matters.
The answer is not here. You are nothing but an outsider here. You think that me and my mother and those like her haven't done everything the right way? My mother's right. I shouldn't have put my trust in you. And any of you. You're not welcome at the Ravens. And she walks away. And that is where we are going to end tonight's episode.
What? No, you can't. No. No.
We don't even know what Rowina and Oliver have been doing in the House of Balance. They could be making out.
That is where
I
we
did
end.
the right thing, right, you guys?
I think
Hey,
you made
who
the
knows?
right decision for you in that moment. For sure.
Yes, 100%.
1000%, yes.
No, can we have 10 more minutes?
Only time will tell.
Please.
Oh no, the superior group looks like the nice ones. Oops, guess we have to just stay there now. Oh no.
Yeah, oh jeez.
Oh no.
Oh.
Take another bio break. We'll be back for 4 more hours.
Please! Please! Oh my god, we have to play this week. We can't wait. We can't wait.
I'd be willing to go a little bit longer, but we're at
No,
time.
I can't
Yeah.
do longer today.
All right, that's the end of the episode. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Thank you to my players, the best players GM can ask for. I say it every time, but I mean it every time. And as always, everybody say bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.